So, after indulging in some downtime activities, engaging in crafting endeavours, and finally acquiring some coveted upgrades for your gear, you found yourselves poised to delve into the clandestine fifth and final wing of the Tomb of the Dragon Rider, as hinted by Dejar. Returning to the central chamber, the nexus from which the four wings extend, you scrutinise the sizable stone brazier where Dejar had previously unearthed a cavity in its basin. Inserting the Akteshi Evoker staff into this cavity, the platform sprang to life. Yet to fully activate it, you needed to substitute one of the massive stone obelisks integral to the ancient magical mechanism. Angus meticulously transcribed the runes from the broken obelisk onto a loose tile, while Liska positioned it in the place of the missing obelisk. The action seems to restore the platform's functionality, initiating a turbulent descent akin to a corkscrew into the tomb's deepest recesses, affirming its identity as an ancient elevator. Though the journey was fraught with bumps and occasional halts as you descended, darkness enveloped your surroundings, gradually swallowing the glow of the obelisk's runes until only the impromptu tile's illumination remained, causing sort of casting the walls themselves cast in this slick tar-like darkness, and with a jarring crash, the elevator plummeted to the ground, fracturing upon impact, and depositing you in a vast shadowy chamber. The ground bore deep fissures converging towards the room's centre, where rifts to the Black Lands and elemental planes intersected, giving rise to peculiar fusions of shadow and elemental energies. And within this chamber, crimson-robed skeletal figures, adorned with awakened amulets, clutched remnants of ancient Nidean spell scrolls, their bodies blasted away from the epicenter. And encircling the room's core lay an immense runic circle etched in black. Significant revelations emerged from the shattered remnants of the sarcophagus lid, and a Speak with Dead spell cast upon one of the skeletons. This chamber had once housed Draugast, a colossal, a giant figure. The Akteshi Empire tasked with overseeing the dead and having the role as a sort of executioner. Furthermore, it was unveiled that these awakened cultists, under Volus's direction, sought to resurrect Draugast, the Herald, Umbris. Their success in this endeavour precipitated the tomb's ruin centuries ago, rupturing the veil between realms and spawning the elemental disturbances that plagued the surrounding wings. The lava fissures, the electrical storm, shadowy ice, and sprawling roots all originated from this focal point, ground zero of the cataclysm. Following these revelations, Angus beseeches the divine assistance of Mortrim, the dwarven ancestor god overseeing graves and the afterlife. His plea appears to garner a response, as one of Mortrim's seneschals and emissary of the dwarven departed materializes. Meanwhile, Dejar, witnessing the extent of the Vale's previous devastation, begins piecing together the disparate fragments of information with the aid of Ida and Tuli, forging connections that shed light on what you've just discovered down here. Bring us back into the game.
Make my sheet dark mode.
Oh, it's an update to the 5th edition system.
Okay.
It's dark mode is now by default, but you can change that if you like. So, yes, quote unquote disposing of you. No. Misread.
Yeah, right, sure.
Don't worry about it.
So, as you linger near this strange series of tears in the materium through the veil. A number of these flaming rifts. Gronka.
Yes.
The fiery fervour simmering within you has been blazing through you these past couple of days, but with renewed intensity within this chamber. The Heartfire crystal embedded within Eld emits a radiant glow, a beacon amidst the surrounding darkness. Its pulsating energy seems to resonate with the flames beyond the veil. You can feel this. Best way to describe it would be a profound connection between you and the elemental fire that lingers here.
Can I sense where it's coming from?
You kind of focus your senses, and it's definitely coming from this direction.
Yeah, from what direction? The probably one of us there.
Stuff just
He's
happening.
the one with all the fancy effects.
Let's say, yeah, like what the fuck is happening?
So that was a
Bad things.
that was a misclick. Please ignore that.
Suddenly.
All right, yes. Suddenly, shit goes down. Roll initiative.
We're just like, oh man, at least these rifts seem sort of stable. They've been repairing themselves suddenly.
I should put those on double click instead of one click.
Good call.
Probably.
Please ignore
Come on,
that.
Kenner.
Wait, you never saw this effect.
Yeah. Rewind.
Yeah. So, you see it emanating from this direction.
Right, up there.
Yeah.
Damn, everybody's in the way. Yep. I'm just hanging out, man.
As you approach closer, you notice the Heartfire crystal embedded within the axe seems to glow brighter.
Are they like up in like eye level, or are they
They're
kind of
about-
like down below?
The descent here is about like 5 feet, and you notice these rifts themselves are sort of not sort of broken through the ground themselves. They sort of hover in the air like rifts in reality. And it's as they pass over the sort of blackened tar-like sludge substance, which I suppose, well, you would notice this. You wouldn't know this, but you do, Dejar. These would be rifts into the Blacklands themselves, and as these fiery rifts sort of converge and hover overhead, it almost seems to combine the elements of shadow and fire into this strange new purplish flame that seems to emerge from these broken rifts.
Oh, that's not good.
But you do still
it?
feel that pull within you.
Well,
What
Looks
element did you say?
like-
What element did you say? Was it fire and earth?
Fire
fire
and shadow.
shadow.
Shadow. Okay, that's not an element. It's dark fire. That's not real. Oh, I don't believe in you. Go away. Oh wait, you're not real.
You can still see that there are areas where the shadow, quote-unquote shadow flame, as best you could describe it, has not intruded.
Right.
It's only where
that-
it's only where the rifts of shadow and elemental energy seem to overlap.
Right. So over there it's like pure, but here
Mm.
it's like contaminated.
Hmm.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, you
What I do?
wherever you see these rifts, be it flame or shadow flame, there is that pull.
Damn. I don't know what to do. What am I? Some kind of spiritual leader? Oh wait. Fuck. Would I do this?
What would you like to do?
Well, yeah. That's a very good question. I guess I'm gonna look over this. I'm gonna probably realize that, hang on, that doesn't look right. And, well, seeing how the stone TM is kind of pulling towards that, I guess I'm gonna hold it out towards it.
You
Not
ho-
into it in anything, but just like hold it in the direction.
you hold out the axe like. Oh, are you taking it? Are you taking the Heartfire crystal out of the axe?
No, I'm like holding out the axe.
Okay, so you hold out the axe, almost like a sort of dowsing rod towards the
Kinda, yeah.
rifts, and you do feel that pull with the axe.
Like it wants to go into it.
Make an insight check on the axe.
Oh no. We gotta insight check this inanimate object. Well, you know, quote unquote inanimate. Insight you said.
Yes, not a very high DC, given you already have this sort of connection with the elemental plane of fire.
Yeah.
14. There is something. A closer examination of your inner self and this connection you have with the axe and the connection that you have with Incendrius. There is you sense a deep revulsion that's not your own as you look towards the shadow flame. And you
Kinda
feel
like, you know, as gross.
you feel almost not quite outrage, almost as if the shadow flame itself is this offensive presence that must be purged
kinda-
in flame.
Right, it's kind of like seeing, like, you know, like a thick oil spill on on the lake or something. Well, let's see. How the fuck do I do this? Okay. Well, I'm gonna. It was just 5 feet down, you said, right?
Yeah, just 5 feet down. You could probably easily slide down.
All right, I'm gonna gracefully hover down. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's see. Am I the right height? I think so.
About 5 feet down.
Yeah, so it's -5.
Yeah, just -5.
I can't. Okay.
And then he fell into the fireplace.
And then I died.
Oh, hang on. Kaliza got at least
No.
one floor or ceiling.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Oh no, he
yeah,
really did fall into the fireplace.
Hang on.
I guess you. Yeah, I guess you didn't give it its like proper depth, but that's
No.
fine.
There we go. That should fix it.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a
There we go.
mushroom. Yeah. Okay. So, guess I'm gonna look into closely into the rift and see if I can see anything on the other side. I'm gonna first start looking at this bit, which looks like it's pure still, and then I'm gonna look in that one.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Let's see.
22. You kind of you lean over the rift itself. See, well, first of all, you feel the heat against your skin. It is palpable. Were you not resistant to fire, you would definitely scorch yourself. And as you peer further inwards, you see this swirling miasma of like this torrent of flame deep within the rift, not too dissimilar to when you were first connecting with Incendrius, when Incendrius first gave you that small essence of his power within the Heartfire Crystal, when you first met your mother after she had passed. It looks very similar to that, and you feel that same tug in your hand with the axe.
I guess languages doesn't really work yet, does it?
Sorry?
I said languages doesn't work properly, right?
It should do.
Really? I can't change language from trade tongue.
Try selecting yourself.
Yeah, I mean I'm selected.
Yeah, I'm stuck at trade tongue too.
Oh dear. Okay.
Strange, I could change my...
Yeah, the first one was me forgetting to tick the box.
Oh
I just saw you type, yours changed to squiggly text, but in the text bubble above your character, it was like 91EZH something.
Oh
Yeah,
right.
that's not
Yeah.
important. The one over there is important.
Well, no, I'm just curious because is that what did you type something like that? Because if so, it's hilarious to think that it changes it in the chat, but above you it actually tells
No, I
what you're
typed
saying.
whoops because I accidentally did. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
It randomizes the letters, so it's got like random runes and stuff. Just random languages. There you go. But
Right.
right. I think if you just hit the checkbox for language, you should be able
it's
to.
checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on trade tongue. With or without check.
I don't know what's going on. I'll have
Man.
to. I'll fix
That's
that.
fine. I'm not
after the
likely.
game.
Yeah, I'm
After the
not
game.
likely to swap languages. Right
Yeah,
So,
that's a very niche thing where
Grunker,
it's
you
spoken
want
for
to?
half people.
I'm assuming you want to switch to Ignan for this.
Yeah.
Right, so, what do you say in Ignan?
Well, first off, I guess I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna mumble to the Heartfire Crystal and just be like, I know you wanna go home, but not yet. And then I'm gonna look down into the elemental rift, and I'm gonna call out if anyone's if anyone's over there. If anyone's on the other side.
You call out into the roiling vortex from within the rift. But there's no answer. At least not in language. But it's from... You get the sense from the crystal as familiar and powerful presence seems to make itself known. And there I sense that you were overwhelmed with once more those feelings of offense and disgust that are not your own. Like, this rift must be purged. It must be cleansed.
Right.
What do you do?
I'm not trained for this. Sure. Fuck. I'm gonna. Because I'm gonna grip the axe, and I'm gonna concentrate, and I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna try and drag the corruption out of it.
All right. As you
try and use what do you call it, control flame, and see if I can use that in some way.
As you control the flames of the rift. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Oh, I was just saying, I really love the creative use of that feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see, because like it is kind of fire, and you know.
Sure, you can certainly do that, or attempt that rather. You control you begin to. Well, first of all, you hold out the axe towards the shadow flame over the rift. You continue to feel that magnetic pull between the axe and the rift itself.
Is it towards the normal plane or the shadow infected one?
It seems to be throughout all of it. The entire rift. And as you kind of thrust your axe towards it, this torrent of flames erupts from the rift as you use your control flame spell through the axe, engulfing the surroundings in this fiery inferno. The crystal embedded in Eld glows brighter, its fiery essence pulsating through the handle with increased intensity. Vibrations course through the axe, surging with the raw energy as it channels the elemental fire. Make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh boy. There it is.
What's everyone else doing?
That's a check. Hang on. How do I do a saving throw?
Well, you rolled an 18, so add whatever saving throw to that. What's everyone else doing meanwhile?
So, has he conveyed what he's doing? From my understanding, he just kind of held his axe out as a divining rod. He said something, but it was an ignorance, so he didn't know.
Okay,
so he's obviously having some kind of moment here. I suppose I'm gonna sort of turn and nod to my little guy and try and prepare ourselves for some dark omen or evil spirit, since this doesn't feel great. But I don't necessarily know that he's going to try and purify or get her out. He doesn't know that, so he's just kind of on edge, trying to get ready to react on something.
Why is it being so weird right now?
What's up?
Okay, so
sorry, I didn't realize I was unmuted.
Yeah, so I guess a save is like.
Yep. So regardless, you rolled an 18.
+4. Yeah, so it's a 24, I think?
No issue. With each passing moment, your consciousness seems to intertwine with the plane of elemental fire, sort of bridging that gap between worlds. The rift widens, sort of drawing nearby rubble into its fiery maw, igniting them with searing heat. The shadows attempts to coil around Eld, but the scorching flame keeps them away for a moment.
Alright, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of them somehow. I guess I'm gonna try and like separate it somehow, like kinda like pull them apart.
Alright. You begin to feel that strength within yourself, attempting to control your flames with just using your sheer willpower and strength alone. Make another strength saving throw.
Alright, this time it's gonna be an actual saving throw.
23. Your muscles strain against the relentless forces of the rift as you gesture with Eld, controlling the flames at your will. With this surge of primal strength, you manage to make some headway. Pulling Eld slightly closer to freedom, the rift widens slightly again, sort of drawing more rubble into the maw, but your resolve holds firm. Still keeping the shadows at bay, you can see that gouge through the rift where you're starting to separate the shadow from the flame itself, and you can see as the rift widens, parts of it seem to collapse in themselves. Another strength saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Let's see. Can I use the the dice? What do we call it again? The
throw it, fate.
I'll throw some inspiration your way. Have my inspiration.
Oh no, actually, I have an inspiration. I think. Yeah, I do have. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, there you go.
Do that again.
We always remember the dice. We never remember the inspiration.
Yeah, the inspiration was even lower. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to use your fate die or?
Yeah, it's just a fate die.
All right. One more. One more.
Let's see, did I have to use that from my inventory or something?
I think that's fallen off from you, but you can just re-roll that and say they have used it.
Yeah, I imagine we all like kind of used it before we went here. We just kind of forgot to like do that in the session.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how it be. 13.
God damn it. That's the highest one.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Despite your valiant efforts, the rift does prove obstinate, resisting your attempts to close it. As you strain against the force, pulling at Eld, trying to separate the fire from the shadow.
Can I do one thing, seeing that he's struggling?
You can if you like.
Can I try and help him?
How would you like to help?
With... Oh god, where is it? Do I have to scroll through all of my inventory? Little feature? And I'm trying to find... Tilt? It used to... Oh, well, I can just do this. Oh, I don't have that item. Oh, I don't have my runes, Jana.
What? Rune? What? Hang on.
My hammer.
Try...
Is Wheel and Woe.
Try unequipping and re-equipping the hammer.
Okay.
You might need to be also attuned to it.
I am attuned to it.
Okay.
So I will also...
Attune and reattune.
That's what I'm doing.
Turn it off and
I
on
wonder
again.
if something happened when the sheet changed.
Magical IT.
It really is.
Have you tried focusing and forgetting?
Yeah.
Have you tried a concussion and reattuning?
I have a
Here,
question.
I'll get the instrument. Pulls out hammer of fuck ass.
It's
Yeah.
leaving
Oh,
somewhere.
hang
and
on.
then forget about
I
it,
think
and
I
then
see what's gone on here. I've yeah. When I moved all the items from the directory into the compendiums, I accidentally I deleted those without thinking. Okay, so I'll say just go ahead and
Alright,
add
check your shit.
so like +2 to your next saving throw then.
Alright.
Right.
Did you delete my runes?
I think I accidentally deleted the runes. Okay,
Get
so
wrecked.
I'll
Oh, woe is me.
I'll fix that after I'll fix that after session.
Yeah, we're
God
checking
damn
shit.
it!
Sorry.
Also, quick, Atlas and Ducky, Hammer of Dementia.
Perfect.
Give disadvantage on concentration checks.
This mundane magical item.
Anyway,
I'll do you one better.
So-
Modify memory.
is that it?
But does 15?
15. 15 just about fails.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
So
it's fine.
the shadows. Oh,
Um,
okay.
I did roll a 5.
Can I aid Grunka?
How?
Can Sal do a +4?
I was about to say.
Okay.
I
Does that
still
work for saving
have-
throws?
It works for all
Oh.
kinds.
Oh wow.
So you
Yeah,
want,
it-
do you want to
Think
add
everything but attacks.
+4 to that?
I'll throw a +4 because opportune moment for Grunka to do some cool shit,
All right.
and I would prefer him not to fail.
Okay. So struggling to try and tear the shadows from the flame. How do you help in this, Ducky? Sorry, Salian.
My brain can't really come up with anything other
That's fine.
than you mentioned something about, bracing to the ground, because fire can't, remain in the air on its own.
All right. So as you hear those words, you adjust your stance, Grunka, and the kind of straining against those opposing forces, gripping Eld's handle tightly as you pull. The rift trembles, its edges quivering under the pressure of your relentless efforts. The fiery essence channeled through Eld surges, igniting the tear with brilliant intensity, and you can see shadows and flame now beginning to separate. More parts of the rift begin to collapse. There's a blazing bead of light emerges with the axe. With a defiant roar, you continue your struggle, inching closer to victory with every ounce of strength you possess. Make one final strength saving throw.
Oh boy, hope I don't roll a bad one. That's good. Alright.
20 just about passes. With a final surge of strength, you channel all your might into wrenching Eld from the rift. Every sinew in your body strains against the opposing force, and with a roar you succeed, pulling the axe free from the clutches of this otherworldly phenomenon. And as Eld emerges, the tear in reality shrinks rapidly. And as Eld seems to suture the wound shut. With a resounding boom, victory is yours.
Did anybody hear singing in the middle of that, or is that just from my window?
I think that was
Yeah, no,
like
there was singing.
someone.
There was
I
a-
heard like kind of not singing but like screaming, like ghostly soul screaming.
Like a ha.
Me too. There's like a spirit choir. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm
divine.
still hearing right now.
It's also a lot darker now. I miss the flames.
I miss when there was light.
So,
I
Eld
wonder if I could
seems to-
forge the cursed blade over that.
As you tear the axe free, Eld seems to have... The flames of the blade seem to have ignited by themselves almost, and you can see almost glowing with renewed power, renewed vigour on your hands. A sense of power washes over you. As something has changed in the axe.
Oh shit.
Did we accidentally curse the axe?
I think we accidentally upgraded.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a bit breathy, a bit like, you know. Alright, okay, that worked.
You now gain access to the smash action, and your fiery fists have been upgraded.
Oh boy, let's see, where did I read that? I read it on LA soon.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you already had the smash action.
And now I can do it officially.
We've established Grunka does not smash.
A different kind of smash.
Let's see, magic item. Let's see, do I? Okay. Right, if I edit it, I can actually read it. That's good to know.
It's weird that they don't.
Yeah,
Let you
it's
look.
a bit funky. I guess they didn't think about magical items that have this many effects on it. Ooh, okay. Let me read this real quick.
Would you like to read it, or are you okay if I post it to the party chat?
I mean, you can post it and I can read it.
Sure.
Let's see.
Well, the
Smash.
vulnerabilities.
Yes, smash. As an action, you slam your fist into the ground. No, okay. And the shockwave of earth and fire erupts the ground around you. Each creature on the ground and within 15 feet of you must succeed a DC 16 saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and 2d6 fire damage, or half on a successful save. If you fall and then immediately use this feature upon hitting the ground, the fire and bludgeoning damage increase by 1d6 for each 20 feet of you fell. That's interesting. To a maximum of 10d6. You take falling damage as normal, but you are not knocked prone by the fall. Instead, any creature that fails its saving throw is knocked prone. You can use Smash a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, after which you must complete a long rest before using again.
Also, the damage on your fiery fists has been up. It increases, and you deal an extra 1d4 fire damage with them.
Yay!
So what you're saying is, when we throw Grunka, we need to throw him higher instead of horizontally.
Yeah, you gotta lob me instead of like baseball throw me.
Yeah, like an old
He's a
Flash
mortar.
game. Just go, get that perfect angle.
Yeah.
I guess Liz could just be like, Grunka, hold on to the end of my spear, and then just like fucking lever him up into the air.
Yeah. The fucking squashing.
It's like an addle.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Like
just
a
gonna make-
like just gonna highlight Grunka.
I'm gonna make a point here and just mention something that I find really funny while reading this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It states for each 20 feet you fell, i.e., you're just falling.
Mhm.
This still counts if you use fell or fall.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but Grunka doesn't fall. He floats now.
That's not what I mean.
So,
We can airship drop him.
It's true.
What were you?
Oh my
Spice?
god,
What
is
were
he
you saying?
storing kinetic energy?
That'd be pretty funny.
Let's
heard of a
let's
rod-
try not to make this a little too like grounded in physics, guys.
You heard of a rod of
Yeah,
God before. Here's a rod of Grunka.
it's basically
God of blood.
the idea behind this is basically like you make Grunker like a fucking meteor, you know,
Yep.
I love it.
impact into the
Uh,
ground, massive crater, just damages
uh,
everything around him.
Spice, what were you gonna say? I think I heard you trying to talk during that.
Well, I was. It's already passed and done. everyone gave their aid to Grunka, so I'll just have Dishar quietly go over and try and pick up from afar with mage hand the wisp, that light blue mushroom she saw.
Okay.
Currently I'm refreshed because I couldn't get my fucking character sheet up for some reason.
Oh no.
Grunka.
Hmm?
Where you see once was the shadow flame, you now see what looks like a strange sort of purple wisp floating in the air. Not too dissimilar to when you've seen lay sparks separate from the bodies of various magical creatures.
Wait, where is it? Is it like over here?
Around here.
Alright, well, how far down was this again? This wasn't like...
Oh,
this was like
that's
same level as I
just
am.
level with you. That's same same ground. About 5 feet down from the tops of the ruined tiles you were sitting on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna like hover up like 1 feet, and then I'm gonna float over and get that wisp thing in the bottle.
All right. Whoop. Sorry.
I am not
Misclick.
attacking.
Misclick. And I will go ahead and add that to your sheet. If I can find it. There we go. There you go. It's in your creature components.
Creature components.
In your inventory.
Let's see. Yes, I assume so. Let me just find where that is. Oh, creature components. Oh. Moth of Shadow.
It's sort of purplish. It looks like a purple lace spark. If you scroll down, you should see it.
Yeah, I found it. Moth
Okay.
of Shadow.
Nope.
Oh, it's a corrupt lace bark. Where did I get that? What's that now?
I just
Only
dropped
just
that.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Considering it was
Right.
corrupted fire.
Right, I thought it was the shadow one. Let's see.
Corruption.
I think you're not very intuitive with how magic tends to work.
Sure am. Sure aren't.
Yeah. Perhaps someone more experienced with magical energies might be able to figure out what's happened here with this thing.
Just ask your homeboy, El General. I'm sure he'll know. You might even have a better connection to him. This is out of character, by the way. Ignis, or what his name is? Agron?
Angie boy?
Angus.
What do you have there, Grunka?
Oh, let's see. Is this thing? I'm gonna hold up the bottle with the corrupt lace bark in it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna examine that. Just
All right.
Grunka's holding it up.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Wow. Okay.
$28. I mean, why bother asking?
Really?
So, as you examine this, kind of taking the jar with that this small spark of purple light within it, That was supposed to be unidentified, but hey ho, my mistake. Yeah, it's not uncommon for elemental energies to sort of blend into chaotic magics. It's that sort of phenomenon typically occurs within the realm known as the Chaotic Dark, where energies from various elemental planes collide and sort of intermingle, giving rise to entirely novel energies, like those found in the peripheral elemental planes of ash, ice, magma, and mud. However, the notion that such a collision of magics could affect the ley lines to the extent of corrupting ley sparks is unheard of. This corrupted ley spark represents a strange occurrence where darkness and shadow appear to have intertwined with elemental energies, giving rise to a wholly new entity and a grave implication.
Grunka, do you mind if I hold on to that?
No, you can take it. I don't know what to do with it.
Thank you. He will. I don't know how. I'm trying to send this. Grab this. This whispering. Warping wisp, and for some reason I can't get it out of my mage hand.
Oh, hang on. I'll go ahead and.
It's being greedy, like, oh, it's mine.
It's like a dog.
Yeah.
Only pick up, don't take. No take, only pick up.
I'll drag it into
it.
your inventory. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
One thing. Right, and I will give you this warping wisp as trade. It's only fair.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. Okay, she's being really weird.
Being laggy, is it?
Yeah, the warping wisp is nigh on my sheet for some reason.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just note it and we'll fix it in post.
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
So now that whole predicament is over, let's go. I guess she's gonna keep activating her light source because things. I will choose this effect.
Oh.
Oh, oui, oui.
Les mange les purs.
C'est magnifique.
Alright, let me give you all back that. Let me refresh that.
Okay, I see it now.
You had to turn the light on. That's why you couldn't see it.
Who was that? This is that ghostly fellow. Was he from last session?
Yeah, he's the one that Angus called up.
Alright, yeah. I didn't remember seeing him.
Oh, is he still?
He's just sitting
Here?
there waiting.
He's
like,
still there.
Oh, was there a final question that we did ask?
No, there's a
No.
ghost guy that Angus summoned to help with this chicanery.
Planar
and then he
ally.
just got left by the wayside.
Angus used Planar Ally to call upon assistance from Morton.
Oh, that must have been after I left. Okay, never mind.
I think it was.
Just about after you left, yeah.
Alright.
You can see this spectral, ghostly dwarf just standing there in eerie silence. You don't see the face. You only see the sort of bulbous, warted nose from beneath the hood, as well as these braids of thick white hair from the beard. And he just regards you in silence.
This is gonna keep going.
He's my boy.
Right, so,
Grunka, there
that
are
just
other.
happened.
Yeah, Grunka, there are other like weird flames. If that's a thing you want to do. Liska points out in the distance.
Is there?
Oh boy.
Those are not flames.
As you look out into the distance, you see these sparks of energy flickering between the rifts. These are not flames.
I don't think that's fire.
That is lightning.
Those are elemental rifts to the plane. That's to the planes of storm. Could be one for frost and one to earth. Kind of corresponding.
Oh,
to
is this one Frost? Liska points back to the way they came. It's like,
Yes. And the green ones over there should be earth.
so how does Grunka take care of all those? That doesn't he
Grunka
doesn't
won't-
have a bunch of elemental axes.
Yar just takes out her lightstone dagger. I'll be taking care of the rest of them. Grunka did was extraordinary. But
Question. Do we need to take care of the rest of them?
we do. But the simple fact is, whatever spell caused the rift to the Blacklands also caused the rift to the other planes. If left unchecked, you essentially would have a Morbog 2 down here, trying to go upwards.
Wait, so this is a rift to the Blacklands?
Yes, she points to the black tar. Those are the rifts to the Blacklands.
So they're mixing with all them other holes to other elements.
Yes, probably. I don't. He looks at the corrupted lace spark, corrupting the elements. So far, I'd rather have them closed now, while we're here, than leave them unchecked. It could take decades for them to finish closing, but with this, my Laystone dagger should be very quick.
Would it be the dagger? Do you not want to use the elemental staff that you've made coming?
No. This Laystone dagger, made from Laystone, could possibly close the rifts. Think of it like that gate that Mordosex did.
This is over my head. You are explaining me nothing I understand.
Fair enough.
I had to be a fighter.
You are a fighter.
I know, I'm reminiscing. Yes, I remember. I could turn my brain off.
Once you start talking, me stop listening.
You guys are terrible.
So yeah, Liska's just gonna be like, okay, so which one are we going to? Lightning next?
The
Are we just
lightning one,
going to go
yes.
around?
We were making our way around anyway, so I guess
Simbridge.
we just deal with them as we go. But one thing I want to say, and I mean this in the nicest way, can we please start telling people when we're gonna do shit? So maybe we can help or be ready if something goes pear-shaped, but just, say something instead of just
Okay.
walking towards plain holes or pulling out soul stones in necromancy land. Things like that.
Yeah, it just felt like the right thing to do.
I get that, and I know everyone had their reasons for things. Just, maybe we can help, maybe we could be ready, but letting us know.
Okay.
I'm going to loot this guy's body. Liska says from a distance.
Well, I'm just gonna loot his body.
Yeah, I heard. Just, anything weird.
Hey, Angus, do you want this one alive? Or intact?
Let's not break them all.
Okay, Liska will very
I'd like to
gently
talk to some of them.
set the skull aside and then pulverize the rest of the body.
Well,
Fair enough.
it goes back with something. Some of them looked broken when we got here. So
And that's all good and well. But before I get too far on that, I do want to say, Vellum, I probably maybe could have said something first. Especially since I just sort of asked everyone else to communicate a little more. But I was kind of caught up in the moment and concentrating on the spell, and it was hard to think, and I didn't say that when I probably could have. Or should have. I don't know if I could have. To be honest, my brain was
It's not like I
strained.
don't trust you. It's not like I don't trust what you were doing. I feel like you knew what you were doing. Just, if something did go wrong, we can be ready. If you needed help, we can be ready to step in. Things like that.
I didn't want to, say anything. In hindsight, I could have done it to the earrings, But I didn't want to say anything, and I only had so long. And when I was asking, it was sort of looking like it wasn't going to respond, so I just kind of had to react, I didn't have time to really think about my actions. I had to just react to it. So didn't mean to give you a start.
Well, I know you meant well, and you were doing what you needed to do. I'm doing this can save a lot of time.
Aye. Fair. I will try and bring that more into consideration. Thank you for bringing up something that I brought up in the past too. I'll try and hold myself to the same standard.
He does on me again. There we go.
I found a weird robe and dagger on this guy, and also there's like a very tiny passageway over there.
I fit in small passageways.
Might be worth looking into. With the dagger and the cloak, give those to Dejar. I handed a couple of things like that was similar.
Have we identified them yet? They may be magic. I'm pretty interested in them.
They have the feel of magical items. I have no idea what my accent is today. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's fine.
My lack of language is fucking up my.
They're all blending together.
Yeah, she's slipping from dwarven to demonic to trade tongue.
Blacksmith? Deja?
Yeah, the other thing, we can look at those later. Also, was there any parchment on that body?
Yes, but that's more a you thing and not me.
Okay.
I give to pick a character to send to. Where the fuck is Dejar? Sorry, can't give it to you. Your name doesn't come up in the game.
We'll just throw it on the floor then.
You're on the ground.
I don't need no handouts. Yeah, Liska just throws it on the ground and it sinks like 4 inches into the stone. It's like that. Pull it free, be the new king. And then she does the same thing to the robes. They sink 4 inches into them. I'm just kidding.
Yes, you.
Fancy.
Soyun, here, you notice as you draw closer to the center of the room, the ground sort of gradually dips, forming this depression that descends about 5 feet sort of deeper into the chamber. The air here is thick with the overpowering stench of decay, mingling with the acrid odor of that same bubbling black ichor that permeates the atmosphere. And here in the dim light you discern, just on the borders of your vision, the shattered remains of a colossal sarcophagus split into 2 pieces. The ornate craftsmanship of the sarcophagus now marred by destruction. Approximately 25 feet in length, maybe 15 feet in width. shattered fragments scattered across the desolate chamber like remnants of a forgotten age. Almost like it's at the bottom of a shattered crater of broken tiles and stonework.
Well,
she's definitely gonna make a note of this and mention to the party that, hey, the sarcophagus is dead center, more or less.
Dead center.
He just gives Angus a look before rolling her eyes.
Okay, I'll stop.
It wasn't to shame him, it was just like, out of all times, now?
Alright, listen.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. Just listen.
No, listen. It was funny.
Just smirks at him.
Jenna, from the description, is it like in a like a way down in the middle, like in a you said a crater, right?
Sort of, yeah, but 5 foot deep crater that's sort of centered at the very center of this room, like it's sort of impacted in the ground and then shattered into 2 pieces.
Depression.
Yes.
Do we maybe want to check out that first, since it might have what we're looking for?
You can try, but she'll say to Ida and Sal, look at your feet. The dark markings. Those are sigils. And from the evidence of what we're seeing here, I'm going to suggest, or haphazard a guess, it was a ritual.
As your various hooves, your tail, your feet, kind of scuff over these dark markings on the floor that Dajal has just pointed out. You realise it brushes away when you step on it. This is charcoal, and Dajal and Sayum, with your passive arcana, you recognise this. Patterns and charcoal tend to go hand in hand with rune work, sigils, ritual circles.
Damn it, Snake! Stop being so far away.
And you're sort of leaving behind these charcoal footmarks as you continue through the chamber.
Leather marks.
Yeah, the one who would probably leave the most marks would be Deshar for...
Oh yeah, just this long slithering...
The fact she moves by a large mass and a lot of friction.
Oh yeah.
Undulation.
Sayun and Angus, what are you two doing right now? All the way down there.
Well, besides looking... wondering.
I'm not entirely sure. Kind of peer over. How deep down is that crevasse?
This next to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same. It's about 5 feet from the top of the stonework to the bottom of this crevasse. You gather
I will collect
all.
this rock.
Okay. You gather all of the crevices, all of the ravines that you've been seeing throughout your travels in the Tomb of the Dragon Rider. These ravines, these are the bottoms of them, and you can see that as you look out around the walls, the various cracks and passageways, and that sort of spider breaking through the walls and out towards the wider areas of the tomb. Yeah, this is the epicenter.
Speaking of epicenter, I'm going to stay in the center of our little group.
All right.
Seems like people are kind of exploring, and there's some stuff going on. Angus is going to There's something blocking here. Are these pillars or just ruined bits?
I think that's the casket, isn't it? Yeah.
That is the broken sarcophagus.
Yara is reading this just over the earring, also to everyone, saying this. Angus, you might want to come over here and read this.
Where is over here?
There's so much darkness.
Someone's like wandering off by yourself is a bad idea.
I can't see you.
Oh, right. You're forgetting.
I don't like that everything's paused.
Oh god, Dejar's alone.
Yeah, it's just our wizard
is.
in complete darkness. It's fine.
What I told everyone not to do.
Hey, I've at least been keeping our light sources connected. I haven't gone beyond light sources.
I
hope
know.
my light is still actively going.
I reactivated mine just in case.
I think I've got
Do remember that our light sources are cut down.
But they're visually...
Dejar, make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh god. Not terrible. Helps enough.
It keep...
Dejar?
15, I think.
Oh no. I don't get why it was 2 rolls. Oh, I see. It tells you the previous roll and it tells you the new one. That's I get it.
Yep.
So, Dejar, you feel a chill behind you, and you glimpse something dark creeping over your shoulders out of the corner of your eye. And before you have a chance to say anything, you feel the freezing cold grasp of a skeletal hand cover your mouth, and a cloak of shadows swallows you up, pulling you into the darkness.
Oh,
You are blinded, grappled, restrained, and inaudible.
Oh no.
You feel yourself
Deathman.
being pulled as an ice-cold chill runs through your body as you sense whatever has you is attempting to pull you away into the darkness.
Inaudible.
You are inaudible.
So what were the last... Given what's going on, there was a conversation going on at the time. At what point did... Like, what was the last thing Dejar would have said?
She mentioned that there's something that Angus wants to see over here.
Okay, and then
He
he responded he doesn't
"Where's
know where
over
she
here?"
is.
And there's no response.
Hello?
So,
Right, this-
time out real quick. Out of
Yep.
character. We've had this discussion before, but I've been multiple games where multiple things are like this. Did we decide that the earrings need you to speak audibly in order for them to work?
No.
I believe it was...
I believe
Sorry, go on.
we've been going off the rules that it's a sort of mental thing. That's what
Okay.
we've
I
been
remember
doing.
from before is we had to at least be able to whisper. It's
Yeah, I
not
think it was-
telepathy.
I remember it being like you had to do some kind of verbal utterance, even if it's like so quiet you can't hear it.
The key thing here is, even though we are required to do the verbal part is not out loud to anyone else but others with a matching earring.
Yeah, but you
Yes,
still need
It's
to
like it can
verbally do
only
it.
be heard by them. So if you're bound and gagged and you can't speak and send a message.
You
only
also need to
heard on
touch
that
the
ear.
earring, I believe, as well to activate it, which she currently cannot do.
And I remember that being a thing before, because the demons would do that, where they would speak softly and touch an earring, and people would be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, it's a tick," or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a-
Regardless, in either case, she is unable to use the earrings currently.
I'm in.
Cast.
Right.
Yes.
So what's everyone doing right now?
Vellum is off on a sprint. Well, not a super sprint. He just remarks, "I don't like this," and starts moving towards where he saw her last, which was up by Lithka.
So
So he sees Lithka and he's
she
gonna go that way.
spoke out loud to
So we'd know where her voice was coming from.
yes.
She said it over the earring, though.
He did say it over the
Everybody?
earrings to everyone.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, then.
That's why we had the conversation about the earrings.
No, I had the conversation about the earrings because I was like, if she can still speak with us via earring.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't remember
So-
Dajar saying it was over the earrings, but if Black Spice said that, then that's,
Yeah, I heard the phrase to Angus and everyone else over the earrings to Angus and everyone else. Unless I'm wrong, Spice. Confirm. Confirm, deny.
Dajar did say, guys, get over here. You need to read this, and that was it.
Oh,
I know
did
you,
not.
you
earrings were not
specifically
mentioned.
called out Angus.
Ears are not mentioned.
So
Alright.
earrings were not mentioned. Okay. So we've
Okay,
Earrings
so
were
that
mentioned.
changes things.
were they?
No,
mentioned?
the
Okay,
earring.
one
I said
person at a time.
okay. I stated before saying anything, I was talking through the earrings.
Right.
The earrings was mentioned.
You
That is my
quote,
mistake,
unquote,
I
pretty
apologize.
much everybody.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Then
Said,
I-
Angus, you might want to get over here and read this. And Angus
Yes.
replied, where's over here? Because
And-
she has wandered out of sight.
Yes. And then taken. All right.
And it's been a moment. And
There's
then
been no
Angus will
response.
say,
Yeah, and then I
hey,
think.
where did she go?
Oh, I guess another question is, did Angus respond vocally or through the earring?
No, he would respond through the earring since it
Okay.
went through the earring.
Yeah, that's
He's
usually
just
the
like, oh,
modus
what is
operandi.
over here? Can't see it. Basically, if something comes in the earring, default response through the earring.
But yes,
Right? He'll say,
Velen,
where is it? Excuse me. He will say, where's over here? I can't see you. There's no response. Angus will say, where did she go? She ain't
what-
talking.
and at which point Vellum remarks audibly, not over the earrings, that he doesn't like this and starts moving quickly towards Liska where he sort of saw her last. Which I can't do because the game's paused. Thank you.
Okay.
Liska, which way did you see her last?
Liska's just casually, just kind of points in this direction because
And he
Liska
goes-
has no dark vision.
Don't spread
Oh,
too
God,
far out.
yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Out alone. Take a buddy with you.
Be quick. I don't like any of this.
Don't go out alone, you twat.
I'm not going out alone. I'm waiting. Somebody come with me.
Give me one second.
Think you need verbal components for
Essential?
that, dude?
Yep.
Can you help him?
Nope. There's a Groka suddenly. I didn't notice him walk up somehow. Everything is chugging a little bit, so bear with me.
Yeah,
Alright.
refreshing. A lot
And,
of people moving.
Where did she now slither off to?
Okay, so Jenner, questions. Before anything goes any further. Do I recognize this here as do I notice the language, like the written stuff? Like, it's similar to what they looked at before, right?
Yes, and you also notice there's what looks like a long sort of charcoal slither mark that has made its way up to the edge of this.
Aha, she's left a trail with her 80% of ass.
And you,
So, Janner,
yes,
let's see, hang on. What's my vision is now 60, right?
your vision is 30 with the goggles on.
Do I have the goggles on, or I have the goggles on? Why do I have the goggles on?
To prevent
Because
you
a lot
from
of us
getting-
use sunlight sources.
Well, you are using
Otherwise, you'll be
sunlight
blind
sources.
within the omen.
no,
like
Amber
it's
Runestones do it too.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you guys. Alright,
been. Mhm.
then I
You-
can't see her. Okay.
So you see a long black charcoal slither mark that's made its way up to here, and go ahead and make I'll say either a survival or a perception check.
I think I'll do the one I actually have points in.
Okay.
My survival is 2. My perception is 6.
24. It looks like there's this very brief sort of whirling around of the marks, and then it seems to abruptly change directions this direction.
Okay, so there was like a scuffle essentially. He's gonna go over the earrings.
There's another half a casket here. Dajar had a trail to it, and I'm gonna keep heading to west.
And he's gonna say audibly,
"Come on, Grunks. I think she went this way."
Let's go. We'll also just repeat that audibly for the other two people in the party that don't have the earrings.
Vellum is running on instinct, and I apologize.
That's alright.
Can't move.
Can't move. The stones are too big.
Here we go.
You see...
I'm following the trail, by the way. I'm trying not to work on meta information, because while I as the player can see where she went, I as the character did not.
So, you see this... hang on, where's appearance? Here we go.
Time for spookums, guys.
There you go.
Also, I love the trigger for Vellum feeling like something was wrong was Dajar not talking a lot.
You see, in the briefest moment of your dark vision and the lights, the stifled light from your sunblade, carrying over your previous 24 perception check, as you run forward trying to follow this trail, you hear this thumping, this repeated thumping, and you can see just on the border of your vision the thumping of a squirming serpentine tail of iridescent scales. You can see this strange cloak of shadow that has wrapped her up.
I'm assuming initiative, hence the pause.
Yes. I will go ahead and do that now. I'll add you all to
Are we
initiative.
doing staggered initiative? Because I assume the first two to react is going to be Vellum and Grunke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys are close enough to be involved. I mean, it's not that far away.
I mean, you all see the stifled light of the amber ring of Grunker's blade and Vellum's blade. So you can see that there's an immediate sudden rush of activity that seems to be happening here.
Yeah. And he did say what direction he was going as well, so it's not like nobody knows where to go.
Do we innately know which way west is?
I said west because I didn't want to say left like an idiot. I'll say left. Left makes more sense. I actually couldn't think of it.
It's like Liska looks this way.
You know what I mean. It's really hard without clear landmark, but like, go to the casket and then left of the casket again.
Dajar, what are you doing? You feel the cold enveloping you. You can go ahead and make another strength saving throw.
Try.
Hold on, Nick, we're coming.
Oh, minus. Ooh, fuck.
You are a wizard.
Nope, this is even worse.
Oh no.
Saving throw?
Yep, strength saving throw, please. That's a 2.
Oh
Yeah, no, I'm
Minus 3.
I feel like it's a sapping kind of situation.
No, it might be.
It was -1. Oh, are you getting innervated?
Oh, I am.
We'll have to find out, yeah.
Fun stuff.
Luckily Grunka goes, oh god. It goes before us, no.
Oh, fuck me, I guess.
Oh, we really rolled arse on the initiative, didn't we?
Yes.
Shit. Fuck. I just...
What have we learned?
Yeah.
You have to be able to speak, don't you?
Yeah, you gotta be able to speak.
Oh, I can't use it then.
Does shield require verbal?
I thought it did.
Hold on.
Yeah, verbal
It should
somatic.
say. Yep, verbal somatic. There's very few spells that require verbal components.
You
Don't
feel
require any.
as you are encased within this bubble of this cloak of shadow, you hear right next to you, next to your ear, this strange sound of croaking and clacking of teeth as you feel your strength being sapped away from your bones. So your strength goes down by an additional 1, and you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no.
And you're dead.
Grunka, what you doing?
Oh boy.
Sticking boy.
Oh, and it's also going to drag you this direction.
Oh god.
You see,
Move! Move!
right? You see this strange skeletal cloak of shadow disappear into the darkness, and I should also say, as a bonus action.
Now, question, Jenner. Does it, like, disappear, or do you mean, like, it moves in a direction and vanishes into the darkness?
It moves towards a direction and seems to vanish into the darkness.
So we can follow it.
What you doing, Grunk?
Follow it. Let's see, so 5...
Sure, I'm glad the barbarian with 40-foot movement speed is up here.
Yes, so it doesn't actually, like, show the movement now because we're not in combat? I guess we are in combat.
Oh, I think
Maybe it's a module that didn't get updated.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it went up and left, right, Jenner?
It went
I can
this
I can see
direction.
it.
Oh, okay. Okay. It just went so quick I didn't see the full direction.
Let's see, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. 25.
Is Drag Ruler even updated? Drag Ruler. That's odd.
Right.
Another thing to fix up the game.
Good job, Grunker, you found it.
Drag Ruler.
And you see, as the fire seems to the flame of your blade reveals something behind this cloak of shadow, which sort of, you can see a serpentine tail extending from beneath it. What you doing?
I am I'm gonna grab the tail
All right.
because I can't reach him and I can't really see her other than the tail that's poking out. So I'm gonna like grab the tail and pull.
All right.
I mean, it might stop him from moving.
Do you resist, Tajah, as you feel a small hand grab your tail?
Nope.
All right, you. I'll say this will be a competitive tug of war between this creature and you, Grunker.
Two ends of the rope.
Time to tug off the snake.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, okay, y'all can't give me shit no more with.
Yes, we
I'm
can.
just gonna mention this. Remember, the shard is not a magical item. He
Mhm.
can still be hurt.
Yes, don't objectify the snake.
All right, make an athletics
It's
check,
fine, I can
Grunker.
patch her up. Let's see. I can fix her up.
Nope, that is a 3. So you
Fuck you, Shadow Boy.
you have a hold of the jar. What you gonna do?
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna. I can't really move anymore. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So I'm
that
just
was
gonna
your
like.
action to grapple.
Yeah. And I guess I'm gonna. Well, I can't really do anything else, can I? I can't move, and I can't really move. I guess I can try and move her with my other action.
Your
Yeah,
other
if you
action.
have an action,
Yeah, with
do you
the
have extra
shift.
attack?
Yeah.
So one of your attacks is grapple, the other attack is your ability to try and shove or shift things.
Like,
If you try and move something left or right or whatever, though, it's done at disadvantage.
yeah. I guess I'm gonna.
Shove aside.
Yeah. Let's see. How far is that hole, Janet?
That's about 5 feet down.
Okay, good. I guess I'm gonna like try and shove the jar that way.
Okay, so just go ahead and make me. What? Are you resisting the jar?
No, I'm not.
All right, so
I can't.
Let's hope it's not a tiny skeleton.
so you shove the jar down into the bottom of this ravine, and you start tumbling down into it, and you impact into something cold and sticky.
Ugh.
Cook and shoved a jar to like the black tar because that's be hilarious.
I hope not.
That shit don't come out.
All right, so your turn, Drunker.
But yeah, I think so. I mean, at least she's not in the grips of whatever that thing is.
All right, Liska, you can just barely see through the shadowy fog.
Should go down.
Yes, shit's going down.
This is gonna call out via the earrings. Like, is everything okay? Do you all need help?
And I should also note, you are no longer quote-unquote grappled, Deshar.
Okay.
Yeah, Grunka kind of like
Is she
shoved her
still
down there and
screaming
then let
stuff?
go. Yeah, Grunka kind of
So-
like throw her down there and then let go.
Are there any responses to the question?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Is everything okay? Do you all need help?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, they're okay.
You're okay, or yes, you need help.
Yes.
Yes, I need help.
In 6 seconds. Liska's just gonna like chill and be like, okay, and enter.
All right then, Velen.
Well, I'm going. I'm moving as soon as the game stops lagging. Do. I can't see the measurements anymore. 5, 10, 15. Up here, see what. Up. Open collide. I'm going in a straight line. Hello, game? Yeah, it won't let me move forward. Weird.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to move left, and it's saying there's a token collide.
There shouldn't be.
That's what I thought.
Oh, fucking, I know why. Okay, I see. There's invisible walls for the ravines, that's why. Let me fix that real quick.
okay.
Should take long.
Alright, you do that. I'm gonna check the range of my charge attack.
Oh, I see, okay.
So move 20 feet towards the target.
Boop, 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 boop. There you go. That should work.
Nope. This is a stupid question, but I ask every time. Are the measurements of the measurement tool active in that we're doing 1.5 for diagonals, or...
It should be correct, yes.
Okay, so I gotta bear that in mind. Like, we do 15 or 25. Diagonals suck.
I mean, they make it so fireballs aren't fire feet, like fire cubes.
Diagonals suck. Alrighty, I got enough movement to do this anyway, so... I'm gonna schmove to here. Bonjour, motherfucker.
And as the as on the very border of your sunlight, you all hear this awful shrill shriek through the darkness as the sunlight reveals this shadowy, tattered figure of some sort of shadowy essence that seems to float above the ground like this ancient wraith.
See it.
That's why it's spooky. You can't. Am I good to go?
Actually, I just can.
Oh.
Yep, because of Vellum's.
Yeah,
because
we're
of the bright light.
bosses, I forget. Yeah. Alrighty, am I good to continue?
Yep, go ahead.
Alrighty, rush attack.
Alright.
Damn. Oof.
Nice.
I don't know what the strength saving throw is for. Oh yeah, it's got the extra thing, hasn't it? It's been so long, it's so infrequently that I use these weapon abilities that I keep forgetting. Oh, so they're off balance apparently if they fail, so which I think it did. Well, either way, that was my first attack. Yeah, that counts as one attack. Okay.
Yep. Off balance is
disadvantage without legs off balance.
Disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and melee weapon attacks against it have advantage.
Oh, wonderful! Murder.
All right.
Oh God!
Yeah, we gotta fix that.
My entire chat just had a seizure. At least it rolled with advantage.
Yep.
Like, it's weird. Like, when it's supposed to collapse, it just leaves a big white box.
Yeah, I think that's an error with the latest update of 5th edition that we use
Alrighty,
here.
well.
It's a bug.
Next attack, perish.
Oh. Yep, both of those hit.
And that should be all of my attacks.
You hear another
And my
shriek.
movement, and I'm...
As with each strike, you swipe away parts of the shadow as it seems to... The ancient ragged cloths that seem to enshroud it seem to disintegrate away into nothing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a fighting spirit, so I'm just gonna end my turn.
Alright. Angus, what you doing? Shit's going down. Liska's about to rush past you.
Probably.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
The world of possibilities.
Fuck off! You know what? I'll just... Yeah, that'll do. That's fine by me.
You just tell him to fuck off and then no. Sorry, it ended turn, so I thought you'd end it turn. So fuck off, end turn.
Oh, that hits.
Chunky.
Make the killing blow, Angus.
He did.
These little, basically, bubbles of light. He can see Vellum swinging his sword against a black spot of nothing. And it's only until he can realize it's the silhouette shape of a person, a shadow person, and not just darkness, what's going on. He just readies his little rune carving hammer here, and he strikes a rune in the air, and then backhand it as it's something between a lightning bolt and a streak of not pure sunlight, but more like magical flame-like energy light that just zaps through with a crack and hits right into it, center mass, leaving a little scorched hole in its chest that instead of red embers has that holy yellow and blue light that burns away at it.
As the shadow
light, easy to see.
Yeah. The shadow scatters up against the wall. The shape disintegrates entirely, leaving nothing but a small mote in its wake.
Is that
You're
it?
right. There may be more, so be careful. Sure, you're right.
You just hear just groans.
You can see all across her form, scales have turned black. Where the scales are thinner, you can see veins have also turned black.
Alright, Spice, HP check. What you at?
Dear Lord, I'm at
Medicine check,
2%.
loser.
Yeah, medicine check.
No, we had the status rings.
Oh yes, you do.
That shit.
So go ahead and DM that to each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just give it to me. I know what's what. The usual health exchange.
So
I'm waiting, suppose.
as quiet falls across the chamber, what do you want to do?
Bronco, patch her up if you could. I'll keep a lookout for more of them.
Okay, yes, okay, let's see. Black veins, okay, I'm gonna have to replace those.
Have to amputate.
I'm gonna have to replace those.
We don't.
Oh boy, time for the leeches.
Oh boy.
Everybody loves leeches.
So are you just staying there right now, Deja?
Yeah,
Ju-
she's feeling a lot of pain. She's
Okay.
very weak.
So as you kind of crawl around in the cold sludge, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh right, the sludge. Forgot about that.
Yes, and as you
Yeah,
step
he
into
is-
the sludge, Vellum, I need you to make me.
I
oh wait, no, hang on. There's rubble there that you can stand on. So
Well,
never mind.
mostly I can't. I was lagging so hard I couldn't fucking.
Constitution save.
Yeah, Constitution
Oh,
saving
yeah,
throw,
here we go.
please.
Hold on, I need to move some of this shit. I have fire and into the oven.
Oh boy, everything hurts, and now everything hurts, and you're sticky.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Whoa!
Ah, God damn it.
Again, getting out of the group.
Yep. Where's a good spell at? Where is that?
If you get out of the group, just walk out, slither out of the group.
It's just 5.
You could slither 5 feet.
Nope.
No, let Deja cook. Let her do what she wants to do.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a bad habit. I keep telling people. I'm just gonna put bandages on her, and she just goes.
Okay, hang on, let me just... Hello, stop measuring, please. There you go. Let's just go over there. And, let's see, Jenner, how did I do this in the new layout?
Yeah, I think you just select yourself, target Deja, and use your healer feature. It's in your features tab.
Features.
Should
There
be
it is.
actions.
Generic actions. No.
Sorry,
what?
not generic action. It takes an action.
Let's see. Feature, racial feature, other feature, magical items. Generic action.
Very top. It should be in. It's in barbarian features for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't find it. I'm gonna
well,
heal you.
healing.
Heal you with my rage. There you go. I'm gonna Carlac on your fucking thing. Oh yes, I can add Fury of the Small to my healing.
Maybe
roll.
it's a barbarian feature because it's a feature that you got from the barbarian level up.
Maybe. Let's see.
No, don't use Fury.
yeah,
Don't use Fury of the Small and Deja, please.
Stop getting hurt.
Exactly. I guess I just close out of it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's some nice healing.
Very much appreciated. Holy
You'll
shit.
have to do that for now.
Is everything okay? What happened? You hear Ida
It's
call
okay,
out.
I said. It's okay.
Shadow.
Spooky shadow person.
It's okay. I replaced all her veins. It's okay.
Placed
Man,
all her veins.
that breakdown is such.
I'm not gonna
It's
question
so
it.
confusing.
I'm not gonna question it.
it's weird.
So
But
it's
as
22, yeah.
Dejar is getting patched up, Bellum's gonna say Kateshi. So what did we learn, sister?
Don't go off by yourself.
Good. And I assume I don't see any more spookums, Jenner. Can I like check and see if there are any more spookums?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
If I was on the correct tab, I'd love to do that. I almost keep hitting
Just say how happy I am for Vellum's character growth. He's gone from being the guy that went off by himself, setting off traps, to chastising other people for going off by themselves and setting off traps. You know, I mean, it's
my arc is complete.
Yeah, but then you have to remember, like, he went off by himself to be attacked.
And he just set off that trap
ago. Like, it's like
yeah, just in the lightning temple.
It's a bumpy arc. Let's just say that.
It is. All right, it's a roller coaster, man. It's a roller coaster.
The book is closed.
So
the book is not closed.
I'm waiting for him to do exactly this scenario.
It's a choose your own venture, and they keep telling you to go back and forth between the same pages.
There's a book.
Thought you were didn't know you were casual.
Yeah, that's just because there's only 2 pages in the book.
Yeah, go to page 2. Go to page 1.
So, to kind of listen around, you hear the static charges of what you saw earlier, the large sort of light gouges of those lightning rifts. You hear the ambient creaking of slow moving and twitching tendrils of thorny vines. You hear the occasional dapple of falling rubble, but not much else.
Well, they don't seem to be around, but can't be careful. We can't be too careful.
What the?
Sorry.
Vellum's gonna go over the earrings.
We've got the jar. He's taken a bit of a beating, but Grunk is patching her up. Careful about going too far away from the light. I think something grabbed her. Because when we found her, it tried dragging her away.
Does she need any magical healing? How you doing, Loss? Also over there. He waves a good distance away.
There's a like, her arms feel really heavy. Strength's gone. Too tired. Yeah.
Me also speak simple.
Apparently it takes a lot of strength to move your mouth.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how many muscles you have in your face. I once knew a lad who decided to focus on bodybuilding them. You should see the way that mustache moved. At a side.
As tired as she is, she's giving the a, even though it's not a full glare, it's just a sideways glare. Oh god.
You're in no position to talk.
Right, I think what Dejar wanted you to look at, Angus, was the other half of that thing.
And with a...
He's going to try Slither.
Blows it off and reads.
Over here.
And just double click there.
Yep. I know. Okay.
That thing drained a lot out of me. Or at least it felt like it, whatever that thing was.
Well, there's probably more of them.
Oh, like literally I can barely hold my arms up. I mean, they literally did that.
I'll take a moment, see if you can get a sense of yourself. Take a rest a minute. Angus is probably going to be eyeing up that stonework for a while.
What was it? Executioner? What was the other one?
Hold on.
First tablet was Executioner and something else?
Warden.
Thought so.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Warden
no.
of Souls or something?
No, Watchers of the Dead Executioner.
Villain's watching over Dejar, but I'm gonna be back. Get a drink.
Yeah.
Yes, you see written upon this. It appears to be the second half of a sarcophagus lid, presumably blown over here by whatever shockwave blew away the skeletal figures. Actually, let me go ahead and fix this for you, Liska. I'll give you. I should give you all languages. Oh,
I mean,
apparently you already have all languages. It's weird.
apparently not, because it's not letting me
Yeah,
read anything.
I'm gonna have to fix that after the game. Another thing to fix. I'll just copy paste that to you. There you go.
Okay.
So go ahead, Angus.
Huh? Oh, that's what he just put it out. Oh, this half. Putting them together, he was an oath taker, guardian of graves, an executioner, and watcher of the dead. He was Draugast. He also is now the herald. Perhaps he was a four. Not sure if it's simply a dark shadow of the soul of the herald put in this being's body, or if perhaps he was all along. That much I don't know.
I don't know. Those titles are kind of, at least 2 or 3 of them, have kind of a positivity associated with them.
Oh, I agree. I would say even an executioner can be quite positive if it's something that gets rid of, treason or executes foul beasts. It's not always just an innocent man on the chopping block,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the garden needs its weeds plucked, Otherwise you'll lose all the crops.
Maybe they chose him. Oh, sorry, Black Spice, go.
I'm just asking this. The voice can carry from where Dejar is, basically, right?
Yeah, it's a very spacious chamber. Sound travels very far.
Okay, so he'll respond in the middle of that. Given that we have an idea in corpses here, this giant may have been good at one point, but since their corruption, not so much.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like they.
by giant standards, I guess.
I mean, as can anybody be good by the racist standards. But I feel like these cultists probably chose him for the fact that he probably was a very, positive figure, and they just, were being assholes and wanted to corrupt his image.
That and probably have something to do with that parchment. Don't usually do a ritual without a spell. If I can get all the parchment together, I can figure out what it is.
Angus, could I ask you to make me a religion check?
They're gonna say strength save, and it's like, no, not again.
No, everyone's chilling. Like everyone's staying in the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Character and get that guidance. I hope. Jesus. Why is my guidance automatically going anymore?
You want to add guidance to that?
I have.
Yes, as I just said before I rolled it.
Ah, okay.
18.
Okay, so 18. That will just about push you over the edge. I will DM you something real quick. The rest of you, feel free to continue.
I'm trying to look for something up here that I spotted, but I don't know if I can actually see it on the map.
You notice
Gets
here,
up and at least tries to.
trailing off into the darkness, these long sort of trails.
Let me see this DM.
Why is it not applying that effect to me?
Oh, did you target yourself?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm highlighted. Oh,
there you go.
Me highlighting myself doesn't target myself.
It looks like it's already on you. It's a passive effect. Yeah, I think you have the old version of the necrotic resistance potions, but you are resistant to necrotic now for the next hour.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it just doesn't show up on your token.
Gotcha.
Lisa, do you have a moment?
Yes, I have many.
Follow me.
Vellum.
There's something I want to check
this.
out up
Alright, give me a
Check
sec.
the rest of these. Yep. I'm gonna check out this corpse over here.
I'll check it out. You stay put.
She already moved.
I'm
Before
gonna
you can say.
slap you in a minute. Just gonna walk up and clip her around the back of the head.
You notice some unusual patterns on the stone tiles towards this area of the chamber, Liska and Salian. Tracks imprinted upon the stone tiling, imprinted with darkened stains. Noting their
feet.
Yes, you notice their distinct features with a keen eye. Make a survival check.
Who amongst us, or both?
Liska.
Did anyone?
I can just roll a 3. That's fine.
Did someone pick this corpse clean over here?
Probably Angus, which is fine because
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I see footprints.
He literally
and I
walked
see
over
them
to
going
inspect the shadow and
that
then
away.
said he got distracted.
yeah, he's already checked it out.
Okay. All right. I was kind of a.
You walk up on him as he's investigating this. He's at the corpse. In fact, he is holding things, turning them over in his hands, looking and thinking. Oath Taker, Guardian of the Dead, of Graves and Watcher. I think Draughaus was, well, a knight. As he turns and looks over in the direction of Liska. Like a divine sword, you know. Blessed as could be. Those who gain their strength from promises to something that is beyond them.
You
And
know,
often literal magic from their faith.
here's a thought. This is just from current events. A spellcaster such as myself or the necromancer without a protector would be vulnerable. So if they were constantly aided by a knight or a risen knight, they wouldn't be caught off guard. ever again.
And if you were a necromancer, having one already familiar with your domain, so to speak, would be far easier. At that point, you would just have to corrupt the soul. If it wasn't already.
Or if it was just there's a tiny bit of corruption, could nudge it, I guess.
I don't know if, maybe not corruption, because as Liska said, most all of these things, you could argue all of them, are in some regard positive. And knights, yeah, they can be their own ways, but generally are known not for being negative people. He's not doing what he's doing. Whatever he did, he broke his oath.
Now, this is making me want to see what the hell these scraps of parchment contain. As
oh, I agree.
If it could change a knight, like a giant knight like that, to what we saw in the mirror,
I have a feeling perhaps each scrap might have been part of some spell or a chant. Each one of these, well, let's face it, likely sacrificial cattle, as far as cultists go, had to perform to raise him or twist him. Or
well,
I don't know.
From what I saw and used to comprehend languages earlier, it was heavily modified. Very heavily. This is ancient. The Daedian people had more concept of magic, what we do today.
Liska and... Oh, it's okay.
No, I'm going to continue in text after this.
Sure. You see, as you kind of follow this trail up towards the edge of the chamber, these are indeed footprints that kind of stand out from their extraordinary size and slender shape. You can also see, that much you can surmise with your basic survival instincts. Your
just basic perception.
Yeah.
I don't need survival to be like, those are footprints.
Yeah,
and they're going this way.
And you notice accompanying these imposing footprints is a single sort of dark stained line etched into the stone. You can see it here. And kind of running, which seem to run parallel to the tracks. The line appears to score about an inch into the surface, resembling a deep groove carved into the stone. And as you follow the trail of tracks and the ominous groove, it leads you to this large, dark mark scorched into the ground, resembling the aftermath of a blast of some sort. You have very little idea.
So I think whenever he was awoken, it appears he walked up this way, dragging, and Liska kind of like points with her hammer, like dragging his weapon, and then magicked away.
It's possible.
He's known to be able to cut through the veil of reality, like teleporting, but
sorry,
far
this was just spoken between Liska and Sal.
Okay.
Sorry. Like this wasn't
Never
hearing.
mind, excuse me, I read it.
And that looks like either the weapon was extremely heavy or extremely sharp to be able to, just by dragging, cut that deep into stone.
Well, title of executioner, I would imagine that he would carry a blade that would cut down just about anything.
Curious if it is an axe or a sword.
That's a good question. I know back home, my people tend to prefer blades over axes for that kind. Honorable.
I mean, understandable. It really depends, because an axe is a bit more like deft. Like it's very, like, you know, once and done kind of thing. But with a sword, you can't really miss with a sword. But you have to be very good at what you do to make sure that you get a single blow with an axe. So yeah, it very much depends on the area that you're getting executed in. But do you want to bring the other magic folk over here? Because it seems like, unless he got blasted, and Liska kind of motions to the streaks going this way, unless he got blasted by something over here, it looks like he possibly teleported away. It'd be very ironic if he just gets destroyed right after being made.
I don't think he did. But you might be onto something about him teleporting. We've seen weirder things.
It's true, we have.
Best get Deshar and Angus over here.
As we move back over.
Here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say.
So pan back over.
We can hard cut back to y'all mid conversation, and then in a little bit you'll hear like Lisk over there and be like, we found out where he went after he was awoken.
What?
Take your time.
Okay. No. Angus, remind me to talk on Valdis and the Nidean people when we leave this place, okay?
Oh, if you put anything in text chat, I was up. I did not see.
Yeah, I did. So
Sorry, can we go over that?
Yeah, we can.
Because that time, this time?
Yeah, we can. It'll be a quite quick thing.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go over it.
Well, okay, starting off from where Jara left off. Well, this is from speculation from scholars and present-day mages. We barely achieved what the Nidean people did during their hair day. Even now, we're barely catching up to their degree of magic. He waves the parchment, ruined parchment.
It's unfortunate to think that we've lost so much knowledge, that so much capability and skill has disappeared with time, or prejudice, whatever it may be. Still, we've uncovered quite a bit of information here, and we may yet be able to piece quite a bit back together. He looks at the bit of scroll that he found.
Well, once we have all of them together, we can possibly piece. Well, I can, with some help, possibly piece this all together. Figure out what the hell this spell was. Change. Point back over there to the casket. That into wherever the man in the mirror is now.
I might not know what it did, but I knew what it was. It's bad news is what it was. Still, I'll be happy to help how I can. I don't know much in the ways of arcane, but when it comes to divine and animating, well, between you and me, and he is saying actually this in person, I'm quite skilled when it comes to bringing back the dead in all kinds of manner, good or vile, as he wiggles his fingers. So maybe I can bring a different approach to the same subject.
Hmm. Right. Also, what? He just points to whatever that thing behind Angus. What the hell is that? I don't even remember.
Well,
You point to
I was going to have a look, but then very important. And you see there's a situation with this fella as he gestures to the corpse. As you see, the open hand that he's gesturing to the corpse with also has a couple gold rings on it, not on it, but in his palm. And he's like, and stows those. Yeah, it was very important on distracting. There is jewelry.
I know. She opens her palms and there's like several earrings.
It's for practice, I swear. You can see he is absolutely lying.
And pulls out some jewelry.
Dishar pulls out like a handful of jewelry.
Now it's lootable, thank goodness.
Ooh, I have some as well. So
Angus turns around to the corpse to inspect it. And he sees that it's dissipating. And he sees the essences and it's quack, and he starts grabbing them with little bits of his glass mason jars that he uses to hold spice. And he loots the item before it disappears. But he's going to go ahead and do a little, hopefully, guidance applied.
You're going to persuasion.
That's a I meant to hit religion. So plus 4 on top of that is 23. Plus that's my guidance that I cast on myself that did not fucking apply is 27 religion to understand what this is.
So, spectral essence. Yes.
No, the shadow creature.
Oh, the shadow creature.
Not just what spectrum. Yes. He looted the motes of shadow and the spectral essence as the thing was dissipating, because lore said normally that happens quickly, and then it suddenly became lootable, so just role-playing.
Yeah. So,
now they come out.
So, shadows themselves are often spectral manifestations of negative energy. But whenever someone has died in a particularly violent way, especially if they're close to any sort of negative energy, they will often come back as warped, shadowy imitations of their spirits. And whenever a shadow has been alive for quite some time, especially, again, gathered near a source of negative energy, they will tend to grow in power.
So it is a shadow?
It is a shadow, yes, but from what you could gather, something that has been feeding off of negative energy for quite some time. A more, I guess you could, in basic terms, a more powerful variant of a shadow.
Okay. Kind of putting these things together. He'll basically reiterate that in his own words with some fluff. I believe that was him, and points to the just looted corpse. It was a shadow, a corrupted soul of sorts. Those who die around some great foulness, without rights, especially in violent, tragic ways, tend to become these creatures. But he kind of looks around at the foulness, that black stain it left where it died.
Also, since you rolled so high,
27.
27. An additional note: shadows can also emerge from rifts to the Blacklands.
I mean,
So we should
man, I
probably
wonder where they
close
could
all
be.
those rifts.
I'm just gonna say it like this: if somebody goes and robs your corpse from you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be kind of mad.
It will also
That's why
tend
let's go
to.
smash it.
They will, of course, they will also tend to avoid sunlight like the plague.
Sucks to be them right now. Sucks to suck.
You will continue to reiterate that as well. And if it wasn't this land, which it could have not been, especially considering maybe he knew he was gonna die and he's happy to do so, worth his sacrifice and all, perhaps then, this was merely a traveller. Something that's this foul, left this much of a mark, probably opened the door to the Blacklands itself, where these buggers tend to live. One could have simply just waltzed through. I mean, if it can turn fire purple and fuck with it, why can't one of these little fellas just pop out, eh?
And this is the reason why I want to close the rifts as much as possible. Imagine, while if we did leave this and the archaeologists were to go finish getting more artifacts, imagine a shadow coming up behind them and killing them. That would not be good. But imagine, seeing as I had experience on it.
And then Liska's message comes through.
Yep.
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 So
Right.
basically, found out where this individual disappeared to after being raised.
Right. Angus, remind me to inform everyone about Voldus and the Nidean people when we get out of here, okay? Let's go check out what Liska find.
Before we do we, he sort of just looked down, well not down, he looked over to this whole mess. Do we want to do something about that first?
Oh,
If
right.
things can just jump out of them.
Before I do, Angus, do you have any spell that could probably help regain my strength? That was
Strength?
stolen. Yes, that thing. It was draining my strength, making me weak. Could barely
Like-
fight back.
He's gonna grab her behind the fat of her arm, kind of pinch at it. Does it seem like it's the I'm tired, lost my strength, or magical innervation that has actually shrunken her muscles and sapped away her force?
She feels very cold to the touch. You also see blackened scales and veins around her arms, particularly her jugular. You can also see this sort of blackened, I guess, almost like a skeletal hand mark clasped around her face, and her arms seem notably withered.
That's not good, lass.
She looks very gaunt.
Let me see. Look at this.
I know a wizard that doesn't have use for strength, but maybe good to solve the problem.
Man, long rest.
Wouldn't restoration help?
I think it'd be greater for ability reduction.
Well, worth looking if he has it. If he hasn't got it prepped, then oh well.
Yeah, well.
Get used to noodle arms for a while.
Again, you use Dex. If it was draining Dex, I could understand.
I do have such a spell, lass. However, it's not one I've got at ready. And more so, I would have to powder a lot of diamond worth. That would basically be used to purify you.
How much diamond?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it ready at the moment, so.
No.
Around this much, and he makes a little circle with his fingers to sort of indicate the size. It's somewhere near a pea. Vellum, if it's like an average diamond at that size, you figure that'd be probably worth around 100 gold.
So I have. I just he opens one of her bags. I have some powdered diamonds, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right. That does change the issue that he turns his shield around, and you can see where he has several different like prayers and things like that, and a few are etched glowing blue. He points towards one. Do you speak Dwarven?
No, unfortunately.
Vellum, do you speak Dwarven?
One of the few languages I don't.
He taps it with his finger. The etchings are notably not glowing blue. I'm not quite, how to say, spiritually focused to be able to do that. I could incite it and throw the diamond dust in the air all I want, but there's no soul out there ready to listen to me. I didn't ask for them in advance, so they wouldn't know to come to my call.
Alright. Okay then. I'll just take care of this before we go over the word.
Lass.
It's fine. It's this is a lesson to be learned.
Well, is it just sapping your muscles? I don't mean to be cool, but you're not really one of them, as he points between Vellum, Gronka, and Liska. Your strength's not here, as he once again shakes her flabby back of her arm. There,
chicken wings.
He pokes her right between the eyes.
Just straight up fucking chicken wings are just like, yeah. It's like you're so fucking happy. Weak. Like I was like,
wow. Okay. You know, as much as you say not to be cruel, that hurt a little bit.
Well, I mean,
as true as that is,
it's not wrong though.
True as that is, to some degree, we can agree to disagree on some things on this. However, I still need to do this, which requires, as you said, my brain. Anyway.
He pinches the back of her arm slightly again. Oh, then we'll just disagree that hurts. Because surely that's not that.
Okay.
Here, lass. Have some of this. It'll make you feel better. He holds out his flask.
He takes it. It's just a small swig. I need to stay sober for this.
Take it. You feel the strong burning in your stomach. It's almost like those alcoholic healing potions. And after a moment, nothing happens. It's just alcohol. But hey, it gives him strength.
Hey, a little liquid courage wouldn't hurt. Anywho, going to try and close this rift here.
That one. Okay. So,
Liska, we heard you. There's just a rift that we don't want to leave open behind us. Have another one sneak through. Be there in a moment.
Okay, so yeah, you can see
these
tears.
Sure. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I guess they need our help with this.
So these tears in reality are awash with this verdant green hue, and you can see these long tendrils of thorny vines twisting and coiling as they emerge from the rifts Each vine exudes this strange, otherworldly vitality, as sharp thorns embedding themselves deep into the nearby stonework and earth. And where the vibrant green tendrils intersect with the murky black ichor, shadows dance around them, suffusing the once vibrant hue with this sickly, deep indigo colour, draining them of life and vigour. And amidst the writhing mass of vines, a faint mist of bright purple spores gathers, swirling and undulating in the air. So you want to try and close this. Okay. So there are specific mechanics on your Laystone Siphoner that we discussed. While it's not specific, while these rifts aren't specifically spells that you counter with the Laystone Siphoner, which in and of itself gives you bonuses to those counters, such as Dispel Magic and Counterspell against like Gate and Planar Shift. We can treat this as like a level 9 spell that you have to either dispel. No, this would be a dispel. So, as you go ahead and try to plunge the dagger into this rift, go ahead and make me a spell casting check. Base DC is 19.
I attempt to assist.
How would you like to assist?
A lot of the shadowiness is the problem, and we know shadowiness don't like sunlight, so Valen's gonna get like right near the core of where all the shadowiness is.
All right.
Hitting the earthiness, and just try and sort of make it a bit easier on her.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and roll your. This will be an intelligence check with advantage from Velem's aid.
Yeah, friendship.
That's alt, correct? Or is it control?
This would be
Alt
alt.
is advantage.
Yeah,
Dang, I think it doesn't use strength.
DC is 19, and I believe your dagger modifies that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go.
Yo. Okay. Yeah. So, actually, since this is mainly you're doing this, go ahead and describe this to me. How does this look?
Well, it's like almost like a surgeon's scalpel. Just instead of like a rough cut, it's a precision where the magic suffuses into the Laystone dagger and just melds, trying to seal the rift shut. Almost like doing with a zipper, but in a swift cutting motion.
All right.
Very skillfully.
As you stab the Laystone Siphoner into the rift itself, you feel this waft of cold energy and this smell, this awful acrid smell, and as you slither across the tiles parallel to the rift, as you try to zip it up, you channel that magic within you, that exercised magic from that comes from the cosmic Ethereum, and this strange crystalline energy begins to seal up the rift bit by bit. The rift, portions of the rift collapse. You concentrate, trying to use all of your magical might, and as the crystalline essences begin to cover the rift like a scar, you feel that sense of you feel that the veil beginning to. Best way to describe it would be a form of accelerated healing. However, the tendrils, the thorny vines, resist, flail, and seem to shriek, which echoes through the chamber.
fuck him.
As this shimmering, this almost like a shimmering crystalline chorus sound seems to resonate from the crystalline magic itself, as it finally seals up the remainders of the rifts. As the area falls silent. And you can see here, the black ichor is very slowly, visibly, beginning to sink back into the earth. It is very gradual, almost like a tide going out in real time. It's going to take a while, but it's a lot longer than what it was doing for the past few centuries.
Better than nothing. We're gonna have to come back for this. He's gonna point out there's another roped corpse over there. We might come back over there. Oh, come back over here afterwards.
Yeah, let's go meet up with the others. Hey, Junior, can you drag us over to them so
yes,
we're not laggily moving?
I will go ahead and do that for you.
Yep.
Everybody stop moving.
Used it.
I just move only slightly.
Boop, and
These nuts.
Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
so, drag yourselves where you may.
Bam, we're here. Sorry for the wait. Did not want to leave that open, knowing what could come out of it.
Oh, right. I'm about to do this one too.
I
Great.
mean, isn't all of this the same thing? Like, you could have come over here earlier and just done it here.
There's lots of little holes, I think, because that's closed and these look open.
Well, either way, come and have a look.
Liska will point out the... Essentially, she'll do the same things that she said to Sal, like footprints is dragging, and then it dragged a weapon. Could be an axe, could be a sword, and then it looks like it disappeared here. Or was blasted. She has a little bit of hope in her voice when she says blasted.
I like when things are blasted.
Okay. Time for an Arcana check, I suppose. Correct, Jenner?
Sure, you could do an Arcana check. Best you can tell, from the surroundings, from what you've seen so far, very likely some sort of magical effect. And with a 16, you would know that perhaps something here is amiss, at least not on the visible spectrum.
Right. She's looking at it, and she's probably going to sift through her bag to see if she can find something to probably help this. I have it here. Right. I'm gonna have to take another 10 minutes in order to try and detect what type of magic was here. Besides the obvious.
Do you want to take some time and do that?
Yeah, I don't want to rush. Considering how the state I am in.
Take your time.
So here we go.
Alright, so detect magic.
Yep.
Alright, so as you begin to shift your eyesight to the visible spectrum of magic, the phenomenon you can now see is immediate recognition. You discern a faint distortion in the air above the mark, and it manifests as a subtle aura of... Let me double check. What school of magic would this be? Yes, a faint... A faint aura of conjuration magic. And it's in the shape of a long diagonal scar in the veil, about 20 feet long. And this ethereal welt appears to have, much like from what you detected earlier with the other rifts, appears to have healed over time, leaving a lingering echo of the cataclysmic event that transpired here.
Well, this kid, you were not wrong, but essentially, whoever did this basically made a doorway with magic and left through it. It left a scar, so visible, not to the naked eye, but through detect magic. It's a big, a little bit taller than you. Healing
20
quite
feet.
nicely though. I'm paraphrasing a little bit,
okay.
you know, embellishing. If there were two of you standing on your head, yeah.
He's a giant, Dashar. I know how tall their giants are.
No, I'm talking about the scar.
Yeah. I imagine it would be needs to be as big as he was.
Yep. Very roughly cut. So, yep. He, whatever weapon he had, well, you kind of already know what kind of weapon he had. The short sword.
Yeah, the short sword?
Yes. If you remember...
So he must have been, like, crouching in order to drag it on the ground.
I mean, if it was a giant... To a giant, probably been...
Dashar, they're taller. They're not, like, ratio-wise, they're still the same as us. Like, their arms don't reach the ground, but just because they're giants.
If it was a normal sized person, then using that weapon, then maybe, but it was somebody using a weapon made for their size.
Unless it wasn't a short sword at all, and it probably was a long sword.
That would make sense with the executioner. An executioner's blade is a longer sword, long sword, maybe even a great sword.
Because a short sword is up close, a long sword is, well, distance, whatever.
Yes.
Point is, somebody left here.
Does that mean that we're not going to get Etzel? That's his name. That's the name I'm going with. He's all the weapons. If this last one was taken.
Let's look around first. Who knows what case might be.
No.
We still haven't got in that sarcophagus, the broken thing.
True, but I would, if it's something of great importance to a figure like that, he would have probably taken it.
Well, one way to find out. But should we deal with this mess?
Yes.
Look around at the electric air around them.
Sal also thought that she saw something. So just, watch out.
I wasn't sure if it was shadows playing tricks with all the she sort of gestures around to the small jumping lightnings here and there.
Well, it may just be shadows, just not plain pricks.
I don't need to remember the more shadows. Thank you. Let me focus on this, please.
I'm just saying, I don't want to take the chances if it's just like a trick of the mind. I'd rather just be aware.
You'll be on your guard.
Noted. And same verse as the first, Jenner.
Alright, make
Vellum will help again.
Okay. Spellcasting check with advantage.
I'm helping.
Hold up her chicken wing arms. Be like,
So mean.
here you go.
21.
I am
Man, you haven't even
believed.
needed me these rolls.
Was that actually okay?
Hey.
So that was the first one. That was
Yep.
the 18. But, I mean,
Both
with
of
your
those rolls to close rifts, she's nailed without the need of advantage. It's just been a safety net.
so once more you
Pretty much.
slither down into the 5-foot drop at the base of the massive ravine that extends out into the darkness. You feel, if you had hair, proximity standing near this rift, it would be standing on end right now. And you jab the Laystone siphoner, the dagger, into the rift, and you draw it across, slithering parallel to it. Once more, the crystalline trail in its wake seems to, again, like a zipper, seems to collapse the rifts as you continue along the path. The static itself seems to protest in anger, and sparks of electrical energy jut out, meeting other parts of the rift, these long arcs, as a violent collapse, a violent cascade takes form.
Oh, sweet, we got both sides. Yeah, nice work.
And once more, you hear that cosmic hymn from the cosmic Ethereum resonating out through the crystalline lights, as all of the rifts seem to collapse at once.
It's getting a lot darker, guys.
Yard is going to point out to Angus. Check with the corpse over there when you can.
Corpse over there. Over where?
Oh, he just points over in this direction.
Perfect.
Another friend to talk to.
Oh, going to try and get these with Mage Hand. This patch. Ah, fuck.
Oh wait, I remember how to get these. I'll just give him the old slice and grab.
Yeah, because I can't. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna touch that.
Well, now there's less visual effects to make me lag. I can easily go places and get things. They're cool and fancy, Jenner, and they help set the mood. But I'm not sad to see them go.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, Atlas, there was one behind I think on the other side of the rift, the earth rift.
Yeah, we'll
Corrupted
work
Earth
our way
rift.
back around there.
I'm just letting him know,
Gotcha.
but we don't forget anything when we fucking leave this place.
Can I see anything down here, Jenner, or is it just a chasm?
It does indeed to be the continuation of a chasm that seems to continue through the tomb itself. You don't see any the shadow just seems to consume the upper portions.
I guess buddy system.
Yup. You just assume bridge over and you see him picking at some mushrooms, and he comes back.
Even Angus
Check
assumes
him out
bridge.
as he holds up the fulminating fungus. Look at these guys.
Nice.
You're pretty funny.
All right.
Pretty funny, guys.
It's a knee slapper.
Jesus.
Let's we find, I think, move over where the earthen rift was, and then slowly go down to that direction where frost is. Back in.
On the way, maybe we could actually check the coffin.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm suggesting it.
Okay, doke. Lead the way.
Away we go.
Nice to have my lad here with his spooky little lantern. I don't know what he'll do, but Mortrim sent him. He'll do something for us.
But when he does something, oh boy, you'll know it.
I'm kind of curious, like, later how it's a thing.
He just sort of
Come on, Grunker.
he just sort of regards you with a soundless, sightless gaze, and just sort of drifts over the rock. You can see as the impact crater, I guess you could say, comes into view. He just sort of continues on as normal. He just floats above the ground 5 feet.
Oh, he's levitating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Assume
Walking
floor.
through chumps.
He's got a fly speed.
Man out here
Assume
like the
levitate.
ghost of Grooge's past.
The Grooge is present. And the ghost of Grooge is yet to come.
For some reason, I just think of assume floor.
It's like I'm the Grooge of present. Come in and know me and Grooge me better, man.
I like that. I really like that.
Is it my name in the
Lift me up
second
so
book?
I can
Please tell me, Spectre. Sorry.
Kinda, and he's trying to get up over this a little bit.
Yeah, the hole.
Thank you.
You see the insides of a shattered, broken sarcophagus. Although
Yeah,
the,
Ida. You
yes,
won't be getting the thing. It's not here.
from all the revelations, I would expect as much. I'll have to inform Etzel about what we found down here. Because to be
don't
quite
think he's
honest,
going to-
this is much graver news than a bloody sword.
A missing bloody
Oh,
sword.
sorry. Serious
Pun-
business.
Pun not intended.
Intend your puns.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too thrilled about this in any form. He's already.
I'd be worried if he was.
Look, I haven't interacted with him much, but with my current interactions, he is less thrilled about current situations. This is just gonna make it worse.
Well, let's do what we can here and see what we can salvage.
Right.
To the next rift.
Right.
I'm sure Etzel will understand if we're diplomatic about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay inside the light.
Please do.
Good.
I encourage
good
everyone
call.
to do the same.
Because,
You are noticing
Going-
the
Going counterclockwise around from the bottom, we've done fire, lightning, poison.
Just ice down the bottom, I think, and maybe there's one over here. I didn't kind of see it. Like maybe
Yeah,
it's
we've.
just the glowy bits.
I think all we need is heart now. Look for a small Indian child.
Yeah.
you do notice
Your powers can bind.
as you traverse the tomb with Angus's ghostly spectral assistant, you could say. The ghostly light emanating from his lantern does not seem dimmed by the shadows around you.
Oh, that's... Huh.
Though it does emit this sort of dim light in and of itself.
Okay. Okay.
And indeed there you see another robed corpse.
There you go.
Guys?
Did you take the spooky amulet too?
Oh yeah, I just grabbed that on reflex.
Amulet.
You want it?
Refresh that.
What's this? I'm seeing something. I think. I'm not entirely sure.
What do you see?
And one of these floors look empty? Kind of hard to tell with all these shadows. I want to go closer, but I fear the shadows.
You're a wizard. Do you not have, like, can you not make light?
Right. Sorry.
But the light's not sunlight. Oh, your little day orb.
She takes the staff, right, taps on it, and then a little orb pops up. Thanks for reminding me, Liska. Sorry.
Is it light or sunlight that keeps away the baddies?
Well, it only really ate sunlight. The second I showed up,
I'm
it started
pretty sure it's
screeching
just
stomach
sunlight. Does your staff make actual sunlight, lass?
Yes.
Don't you have that orb, that floating orb that does sunlight?
I have both. It does.
It does,
actually.
but not the drift globe
charges.
itself.
The drift globe does actual sunlight.
I mean, they both do.
The staff does this. Doesn't the staff do the sunlight spell? Which doesn't actually make
As
sunlight.
an action, let's see here. Hang on.
I think it takes charges and they can do daylight.
No, your staff has your solar staff has something special it can do. As we discussed previously, Deshar, it can summon an orb of light.
And
let's
the light
see here.
is sunlight. Yeah. The bonus action, you can cause a floating orb of pure radiance to spring forth into existence at the center of the half circle, or to make the orb disappear. The orb sheds bright light at 15-foot radius and dim for an additional 15 feet. The light is sunlight.
So
Okay. that's good to
what
know.
you're saying is you can create a miniature sun in your staff.
Oh
Yes.
god. The orb.
I
Also, this
forgot
wasn't forgetting
since I-
their magic.
Look, I'm sorry. I got nearly kidnapped by shadows due to my curiosity.
Due to you forgetting your spell, your items. Alrighty, lead the way, Snack. Which way were you wanting to arouse?
I'm going in this direction.
You can
Body
also
system.
move your orb of radiance, I believe.
I can't.
Oh, probably because I summoned it. Go ahead and summon it yourself. It's in your bonus actions. Orb of radiance.
Tanner, I would like to do a perception check.
Yes, you can.
Bonus actions.
Man, that's a 15.
Try and do it.
Almost as per instinct, Liska, because tall and that, also the closest by, can see that Sao is eyeing the pillar, or specifically something just behind the pillar.
Spooky.
I think we might have company.
Oh, really?
Liska will step forward. And she has the Amber Runestone, which gives off sunlight, so she'll...
I love that as the cleric, I don't have anything that gives off sunlight.
Oh, we're gonna have to fix that for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
they get
start
the
using
daylight
my
spell?
dawn spell. Hey,
Be
that
gone.
doesn't make sunlight.
Daylight
I
doesn't
don't
make
get
sense.
why the dawn.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It is stupid.
Fucking stupid.
DM errata that shit.
Because
Right
I hate that, man. And I
I'm
used
trying
the
to do the
daylight
same.
spell thinking it, because I didn't have the light cantrip, thinking it would make daylight for my armor to make actual daylight.
Yeah, you'd think the
it
daylight
doesn't.
spell would make daylight.
Wizards of the Coast, fix your shit.
I'm
I love
trying to
it.
do the thing, Janner, and it's not working for me.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and...
I'm picturing like Dejar, like it's the first time she's actually used the staff, and she's trying to get it working like a Zippo lighter. Come on, work.
What I can do is just attach that to
How
a
deep
token.
down is this, Jenner?
About 5 feet, same as all the other rifts.
Okay, so I can Snack, I'm a fucking throttle you.
I'm only going as far as as my orb of radiance. I'm
Well,
not trying
wait
to
a
go any
second,
further.
because we're investigating something.
And then
Could be
she's pointing.
danger.
And she's pointing over here.
Let's go ahead and make me a perception check.
Alrighty then.
I'm not sure what's caught Salyun's attention, but you kind of flick on your amber runestone just in case. She seems to have been pointing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do. Ba-do. Do-do, 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 ba-bam. Ba-da-ba-dam.
I'm just picturing this doing a very over-exaggerated, just like the hop, where it's just like legs splayed and arms up, just like, oh, there's nothing.
So you kind of round the corner and doesn't seem to be much there. You just see the cracked stone floor leading up to the pillar. You see rubble.
And then she's going to, real quick, jump back over here to see if it actually got anything off guard.
As I was just hiding behind the pillar as you're moving.
Yeah, it's just squirreling itself.
And the yard points to a interesting thing over here.
A hole.
Yes, you can
As
see
with-
a strange, conspicuous hole within the stone tiling. Its edges smooth and well defined.
We found a hole.
Oh, well.
But in all the other tiles, it seems like it was excavated. I think. Actually, I'm gonna look if it was actually like excavated with can I investigate the evidence around the hole? Together?
Sorry?
Investigate the evidence around the hole.
You
See
can
if it
indeed,
was-
sure. Do you approach
Okay.
the hole?
Do you approach the hole? Please don't ever say
Oh.
that again.
I approached the hole.
Approach the hole.
As long
Okay,
as-
so
as long as I believe it's first before, just like a slow inch.
as you
I am going to
inch-
stop the jar, though. Velma's going to stop the jar, though. Because
Okay, okay.
last time she got a little too curious, it ended badly.
So as you kind of sort of lean over the edge of the hole, kind of peering down into its depths, as the orb of radiance hovers over your shoulder, shining down into the darkness, you discern the faint outlines of a passageway below, illuminated by scattered, those scattered beams of light, and you can see the remnants of a ladder at the bottom of the dugout shaft that descends for about 20 feet below.
Oh, my hunter's right. Seems to be a passageway down there. I'm not going down there first.
Well, we're not doing anything until we get that other hole closed.
Also, Janner.
Mm-hmm.
Our entourage.
Oh, yes.
They'll catch up.
Sorry, I'm focusing on other things right now. I'll bring them over.
That's why I'm reminding you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be fine. They're not gonna get jumped. It'd be a dick move if they got jumped because the DM was too busy to move them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep exploring and remember where this is. I almost moved over the hole like an idiot. Let's remember where it is. Ah!
Alright, continuing on. Are you making your way around to the place where you started?
rift.
Okay.
The frosty
Yep.
hole, yes.
The frosty hole. God, good lord.
It's a hole in the plane that it's frosty.
I'll just move them over there. at the same time.
Okay, the wording here is just so funny.
No loot though, which I'm surprised at. The other places had like doodads and doohickeys.
Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, we found some jewelry, so that's something.
Time out. I'm
Time
grab this here.
Oh yeah,
Or-
don't forget, I ain't gonna be grabbing them, so you gotta grab them.
It's the reason why I did.
Unless they're the zappy ones, in which case it's easier for me to grab them.
Right, got to deal with this.
Alright. So, the rest of you going over?
Yep.
Alright, I'll go ahead and shift you
Making
all
sure
over.
everybody's following.
Yep.
And same verse as the second and first.
Third verse, it was the second.
Alright.
Vellum, help.
Make another spellcasting check with Vellum's aid.
Hey, here we go.
Unless somebody else wanted to help. I mean, I'm doing this because it worked before, so.
That was
17.
on lookout duty.
17.
Man, if only we had some kind of extra bonus that might tip us over the edge.
13 and double 13s. Interesting.
Unlucky
I mean,
13.
I can push it, but you gotta remember, I don't have infinite of these.
Maybe a guidance. Maybe a guidance could help.
But it's
Shield bond.
afterwards now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it?
Oh, right, you have
I'd
to do it
say
before,
I said
yeah.
that it was.
You'd have to do it before the check.
Yeah, I'm so used to you doing the roll afterwards that I
Yeah,
keep forgetting
yeah.
you have to clarify it before. That's on me.
Yeah.
We gotta remember.
If it's
to start
said that
stacking
you're gonna
stuff.
do it,
Mhm.
if it is known, he likes to help. But when people just do things and don't say it, yeah, he's not a mind
Yep.
reader. He has no way of knowing.
I
So-
guess I didn't say
so
it in
you-
character, but we did say that we were gonna do it. Yeah, that's fair.
So
I will remember to mention in character in future.
Yep. So as you stab the lay stone into the veil, and you begin to sort of do that zipping up motion that you've done a few times before here, and the ice around the rift seems to chill you to the bone. You try to move, but there is a sudden outburst of elemental frost. I need Dejar. See who's nearby. Dejar, Vellum. Brunker's just out of range. Yeah, Dejar and Vellum, both of you need to make dexterity. This would be Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh dang! I was hoping it'd be Dex. That should be alright. On.
It's cold. Cold
Nope.
is always con.
I know.
That's what makes it so that's what makes White Dragon so dangerous to rogues.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna.
Fuck me, I
I know
guess.
that I'm because I got moved up. he's been staying in the middle. I know it got automatically moved up because I wasn't moving. He would have been still in the middle because he's trying to be around everybody in case he's got to do
Okay.
and stuff.
I think it was like a small cone, so you might be out of the range.
Oh, I'm fucked.
So
It's a little bit of damage.
you take
it's fine.
17 points of cold damage. I'll assign that to you. And Vellum, you take half of that.
8.
I take the brunt because I'm doing the closing of the rift. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just managed to withstand it better. Just, be
As
more sturdy.
as this
Testify to the wizard.
this cold burst it erupts from the rift, sending ice shards scattering off the stone as it seems to resist your attempts to close and collapse this rift.
Right, let's try that again with a little more Grunker, maybe some heat will help with the frostiness.
Oh, sure.
Angus, do you think you could give us a hand?
Sure, what am I doing? What do you need?
We're trying to close this down here, and it's being stubborn.
So DC's increased because of your first failure. You can't keep doing it over time with diminishing returns.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Yeah,
getting
right
everybody
now.
in on this, using whatever
What
advantage we
is
can get.
What is
Potion.
happening to close it?
I'm using my Laystone Siphoner with my spellcasting ability to try and close it,
Yep.
basically. But thematically, I'm using my connection through the Cosmic Ethereum to try and seal the wound, accelerating the healing.
What
Close the
check
rift.
are you using?
Intelligence. Intelligence ability check.
Okay.
A raw ability check.
Okay. Well,
Oh man.
you will. Let's
Rough
see
roll on
how
that
well this
potion.
will work.
Mm.
It'll go up, touch you, and step back. All right. Go ahead. You got the magic in you.
Here we go.
Hello, I'll be over here.
So just
Exactly it.
Way over here.
Are you
it's
casting guidance on him?
I did.
okay.
Good stuff.
And I'm gonna.
So I just do just a regular roll, right?
No,
Yeah.
Grunker's helping, I think.
Cast spell.
Yeah.
I'm casting
Okay.
guidance, and it's okay. So I guess my spells are broken because I'm
Oh.
trying to cast them.
Okay, wow.
Add it to the list.
Okay.
Yeah, that explains why my other guidance didn't work because it's not popping in the chat. So guidance
Oh,
wouldn't work. But
Wait,
yeah,
hang
We
on.
knew there would be
I
teething
think I
pains.
know why. I think I know why. It's conflicting with the concentration checks on MIDI QOL. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick.
Anyway, there's your guidance.
There you
Oh,
go.
sweet, a 3.
Okay, doke.
Pretty spicy.
Check.
Let me check
Yeah.
that this is working.
Much better.
There we go. Now it's working. Okay, so 22 plus, so it's 25. And with Vellum's
Oh, it should be
aid,
enough.
advantage,
Grunker's aid.
Grunker's aid. Okay, so with your
How is Grunka? Intelligence ability check.
so using
Power
your
of friendship.
yes, using Eld to try and melt away some of the extra dimensional ice, having just closed a rift yourself. You now know what to do here, or generally what to do. You're not familiar with advanced arcane magic, but there's a sort of intuition within you that recognizes how to close this kind of elemental rift. And you sort of, with a jar, plunge the axe and the dagger into the rifts, and you follow Dejar's lead. The crystalline essence of the cosmic Ethereum begins to once more collapse the elemental rifts in its wake. And the elemental flame of Eld almost gives it this sort of fiery crystal appearance, matching the crystal of the Heartfire crystal. And there is a cacophony of shattering sounds as ice begins to crack and break, crumbling down from above.
It is now very dark.
The light, the cold light of the icy rifts vanish as they collapse in on themselves, leaving nothing more but the ice, shards and rocks, broken and shattered behind, left to melt away in due time.
Well,
There's an herb I want to go over there, but I can't do it because of I'm colliding with something?
I believe you're colliding with the obelisk.
a rock.
Okay. And I thought I was going in this direction. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I
moment
think-
your token intersects with anything that is collidable, it's just gonna say you collide. Doesn't
Just
care if you're
slam
actually
into the
moving
wall.
past something.
Well, I think that's the last of it. Hoping we did some good here. Even if we didn't get what we came for. It's not a total bust.
Sayun,
Am I spying spooky shit again?
What is it now?
you
Okay.
hear what sounds like creaking, clicking teeth, eerie croaks, emanating from distant corners, near pillars, near walls.
Hmm.
And the sounds sort of ripple through the air, ascending up to the darkness above from various points around the chamber.
I don't like this.
That
Nothing
makes
about this
Totally
is good.
fine.
Since there's no rifts, is there a possibility we can get? Yeah, no, I don't think we need to stay here to go check down that excavator. We can probably just leave, to be honest.
Yeah,
There's a sudden drop in temperature that permeates the air. A clammy chill traces itself through the fog,
That's not good.
and an oppressive silence descends over the chamber.
Right, maybe we should grab our shit and get moving.
That
Yeah,
might be a
let-
little harder to do than we want.
Why is that?
Sows just sort of gestures to behind her to where they're standing, or rather, the remains of what they're standing on.
Well, I meant
I'm
that
sorry.
hole.
Come again?
The ease of travel back upward is gonna be hard.
I mean, he points to Ida. He can teleport us out of here, yes?
I should be able to.
Hold on. Did we not want to check out that hole, that strange tunnel you found, did you?
Look, considering that whatever had me last time, and there's multiple of them, do we want to risk it? I'm asking everyone here.
It's again the eerie cacophony of chattering teeth and deathly croaking reverberates through the chamber, but this time, it's not just a few isolated sources. From your perspective, Sayun, you're hearing. The unsettling noises seem to converge from multiple directions, creating a discordant symphony that fills the air, originating from above and converging at a single focal point in the center of the chamber.
Well, whatever we want to do, that's a choke point. It's a corridor.
Guys. Something is wrong.
And amidst the unsettling chorus, something drops, and a sudden billowing draft kind of sweeps through the chamber, carrying with it the distinct splat, followed by a series of deep, sickly squelches.
Yep,
people start taking their shit. Like, hold on.
That was our first time.
I need to make sure shit's on.
The source of the noises no longer seems confined to the chamber's ceiling, but emanates from the very spot where you discovered the broken sarcophagus.
So, should we move to a defensible place?
I personally think we need to get the fuck out of here.
I am not taking any chances right now.
Oh. If it's majority
I'm
one
gonna
person,
take that potion.
let us.
Question, Janner. Can I toss the bottle I just, or the potion I just drank? Can I toss the bottle of it out in towards the middle?
Sure. Just go ahead and...
I'm not specifically aiming for like the middle.
Alright, just like how far you can throw it.
Sort of.
Okay.
I'm more so gauging. Well, I am sort of aiming just towards like beyond the visible light we have around us.
Alright.
I want to gauge whatever just landed. I want to gauge if it's close enough that we should be able to see it soon, or if it's doing funky shit.
Alright, so you throw the empty vial out into the darkness. You hear as it shatters on the stone floor. And you see the glints of light reflecting from the glass from your various light sources.
Okay. So it's just beyond what we can see. So we should be prepared.
Alright then.
Question, Janner.
Mm-hmm.
That hole we found, if we do end up going that way, just, reviewing options. Is it big enough for us to all get in?
Ooh.
Thule and Liska would have to squeeze.
Yeah.
Y'all can go down easily, but we'd have to squeeze.
But you could get in. It'd just be a tight fit.
Yes.
Okay. So we have options.
But options, I feel, are dwindling with each passing second. So
Let's get moving then. To the chokehold.
Dejar, I'm sorry, I know you don't want to go down that hole, but I think we should. You said before, we gotta do everything to clear this place out for those coming in. Well, we can't leave that behind.
And plus, it is extremely stupid to lock yourself in a position where you can't move and you're completely at the mercy of something that sounds like it's liquid.
Fair enough.
I have to agree on that point.
I hate that everyone is right.
Fair point.
But I'm down for moving.
Oh.
Moving, yes, to a more defensible position, but I realize that the hole may be a bad idea given what Liska just said.
Right.
Oh god, the chug.
Liska's gonna like, as they're moving, Liska's gonna look at Angus and be like, "Can you tell your ghost to like go explore what that is or something? He's just doing nothing."
He's hanging out and watching over us at the moment.
Is he?
I can ask.
Hang on.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and... There we go.
So just like, because he's literally done nothing since I've noticed him. He's just been chilling.
Yeah. Even when spooky shit happened, he's just hanging out.
Yeah. Well, it's,
I even said, "Hey, would you go with Vellum?" And he didn't.
Oh, fuck.
I don't have complete control over him.
I didn't hear. Hang on. I can give you control over him. Let me go ahead and do that real quick.
I don't have control over him.
You. Oh, okay.
No, he's a special NPC. He's his own thing. I don't have control over him.
All right then.
Janitor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peek open my goggles and I'm gonna look down the hole and see how far I can see.
All right. You can see about 60 feet in this current this current shadow, I suppose.
Yeah. And do I see a bottom within 60 feet?
You do. It's about 20 feet down. And you can see the remains of a ladder collapsed at the bottom.
So, out of character question, just for clarity.
What?
Actually, sorry. Go on, Gab. Finish up.
Nah, I just put my goggles back on.
Okay. Liska mentioned about maybe it's a bad idea to go into a tight, confined space when dealing with something that sounds liquid. So it seems like there's some pushback on what's going on. So, do we want to find a defensible place up here and try and deal with it, or do we want to try and escape down the hole? I just want to know what the consensus is.
I feel like we're gonna fight it either way. It doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's liquid. It can go down the hole, and we just be fighting it in a place that we haven't been walking around and exploring.
That's fair.
Oh god, is this gonna be like a gelatinous cube thing?
Probably.
I hope not.
Probably.
But
you don't even know what it is yet.
We heard splat, and we were feeling problems. Okay, so I think we should stay up here. We know that the down there is a thing we can do eventually, but we are gonna have to deal with this thing, so we should get in a defensive formation somewhere where we're not gonna fucking die.
And I don't see anything specific. I see a bottom and nothing else.
You see the bottom of the hole. Looks like it's sort of smoothly carved on either side to make it sort of square-like shaft. You can see the remains of a ladder and what looks like a passage that extends beyond out of sight.
Right.
Bulky squared shaft.
Liska's right, we're not going to be able to find anything down there.
Right, then we fight it up here. I'm not gonna sit around and wait to be ambushed by whatever the fuck that is. Central, let's go find it.
The Seneschal gives you a silent nod. And just
either it
off.
gets the jump on us or we get the jump on it.
Alright, form up everyone.
Today is just a good
We knew
day.
we were coming into some shit.
The Seneschal is going to float through the air towards where Sao Yun pointed out the sound was.
Did it come from one level? Was it above? Below?
It's gonna be.
And you see, in the center of the chamber, there is a roiling mass of an inky black tar-like substance that appears to have settled within the cradle of the shattered sarcophagus. The substance sort of billows with this ominous darkness, casting shifting shadows across the chamber.
Well, that might have been what's making it so dark.
This is fine.
One we gotta deal with either way. Jenna, has it noticed us, or is it just vibing?
It just seems to be sat there in the middle of the broken sarcophagus.
Okay, so
It's just, well, we just walked right up to it.
Yeah, as we're approaching with like weapons drawn,
and light.
And sunlight coming off of multiple people, like how is it responding?
All right.
Just chilling there.
You approach, stepping over the rubble, and the colossal mass begins to stir, undulating and stretching, as if something from within is pushing outwards.
Oh, did it eat something?
Hello?
With a sickening,
Are you a giant evil goop?
with a sickening grip, a long skeletal limb emerges from the darkness, breaking through the amniotic sac of shadow. It spreads out, revealing the silhouette of a massive, tattered, bony wing. Another limb tears free, followed by a long, bony tail. Then finally, a second wing bursts forth, completing the horrifying form of a skeletal creature, its presence suffused with dread and malevolence.
Can I do an immediate reaction on seeing that?
I'll say, yeah, can Liska also do something?
I dive over here.
Yeah, Liska's gonna say, Liska will see that, and she knows about dragon skeletons, and she's gonna say, that's like, it's a dragon. Like, she's gonna, like, yell this, like, it's a dragon.
Oh no.
Scatter.
I'm in danger.
Yep, so am I.
So,
no.
you see a silhouette stretched across the chamber like a looming nightmare. Indeed, a skeletal dragon, its form shrouded in darkness, a void devoid of light. And as it steps forward, it emits no sound, moving with this eerie grace like a congealed mass of black fog given shape. It's like... It's as if it's an imitation of an echo of a memory of what once might have rested in this place, now manifested in a terrifying form. Long abandoned by its master. A mere echo of its former self, its name and legacy, it's lost to history. And I'll assign you all to initiative.
Let's hope we roll well this time and not 8s and 7s.
No, we're fine.
This is fine.
It's a Draco Lich. We're fine.
We need to move before it does, because we're all in cone territory right now.
Very much so.
Why do you think I just dived over here?
Yeah, not everyone got time to.
Yeah, I can't actually see anything over there. They like
So,
the black,
can we
the
click the
black
dice
thing
or
disappeared, but I can't see
Oh,
anything.
this is
Oh,
automatic.
it's automatic. It'll go in a second. Yeah, if you hover over it, you can see like the outline of a skeleton. Shadowy skeleton. Damn it, 11! Are you kidding me? But hey, it went below all of us. Why is Ida on the edge?
Because she's within breathing range.
Ah, fair.
Oh, there it
I was
is.
about to say,
We
I
have
thought
her
we were
with
keeping them
us.
out of-
She's not immune to the world.
That's fair. I thought we were just being like keeping them out of things unless we called on them.
Alright,
I mean,
so
it kind of called on us. Yeah.
Yeah. I realized the niche circumstance.
the Seneschal of Mortrim is going to... let's see, it's going to drift up towards it. And you watch it manifests this long sickle in its hand and swipes towards it. 2 attacks.
Just remember that.
Damn.
Just remember that it's time as well. So
Oh, is it? Ah,
Yeah, it is, sadly. So we can probably leave it at the top of the round once he's done.
alright, so
Sucks,
2
I wanna
actions
kick the shit
there.
out of this guy.
And yep, 2 attacks. That's going to be its turn. So, at the start, as you all look upon this manifested horror, this memory that has now manifested itself in the shadow of what may have once been I've forgotten what I was going to say. what may have once been a dragon. We'll leave it there.
Wow.
Man,
Rain.
is it Sunday yet?
Speaking, is it Sunday yet?
It is Sunday.
Thank God I drank that potion.
My dudes.
I need to be quicker about moving because I've been caught so many times mid-move and then pause happens and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think
sort
like.
of-
Well, hold on. Let's wait for Janner to stop recording.
Yep, I'll stop recording in 3, 2, 1.